Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, if you're ready to grow your YouTube channel, then we are here to help you do that. It's channel audit time. Let's do this.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.com.
Hello. Welcome back to vidIQ, the YouTube tool, the YouTube channel, and the YouTube Learning Academy that educates you on your YouTube journey. And today, as we always do every single Tuesday at this time, we audit your channels. We give you constructive criticism, we feedback to you, and hopefully you take that advice on board and it helps you to grow your channel faster and make an impact on YouTube with the audience that you are trying to connect with. And I couldn't do this without my trusty steed of companions here. Welcoming first, Dan. Say hello to the YouTube audience, and hopefully the screen is fixed this time so you're not halfway off the screen.
Hello. Yeah, I don't think I am. I think we're good.
And our second guest, who isn't really a guest, we're all regulars here now, but say hello, Travis, to our wonderful vidIQ community.
What's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying safe, staying clean, and ready for some channel audit knowledge. So make sure you are ready to take it all in and learn your things.
Absolutely, and we move to our Dan's favourite parts of every single weekly live stream, and that is to read out some people, some shout-outs here in the chat. We've already got 400 people who are watching live right now. Thank you very much. If you think you're going to find the stream useful and other creators would find it useful, please do share it right now. And you may also get a shout-out from Dan, who's going to do that right now. Dan, go ahead.
Okay, we have lots of people today, a lot of people. Rob Walker, Slane, DeAndre Gaming, Laser Dog, Cool Gamer, Drago Plays, Zyx, no, maybe, Nub Ghost, well, it's gone, and Cass V Play.
Dan, you sounded a little bit like Trump there for a second when you said we've got a lot of people in here. Tremendous people in here. A lot of good people in here.
All the people.
Travis, who else have we got?
The best people.
All the best people. All the best of people. All right. Well, all the mods. Let's talk about Bad Lawyer. Let's talk about Medina. Let's talk about Apple O. Let's talk about MC Red Panda. Let's talk about some people who aren't mods. Let's talk about the
I salute you all.
How to eat
right now.
How to eat. I love that name. That's a great name. Let's see. Let's talk about Johnny B and one more. Why not? SMG 54.
All right, hello to all of you, and I'm going to do some shoutouts as well, and these include Meatloafers, that's another fantastic username, Tinkerman Mick, Lucky11, Flippy Plays, Everything Carwise, Savage Ninja 21, and also Stop Scrolling, please stop scrolling so I can get some people, Leela, Chris 510, TFF Gaming and Videos, that's a long username, and finally Alan Justin, hello to all of you, and the 500 people who are now watching this live stream, thank you all. If you are a regular here at vidIQ live streams, start creating your Twitter memes now, and for new people, if you don't know what that means, you will do very, very soon, but also for you new people, this is how we do these channel audit live streams every single week. vidIQ channel audits are all about helping you become better YouTubers. To submit your channel for possible review, in the video description of this live stream, there is a link that will take you to this simple form. Fill it out, and prior to the stream, we will pick out several channels for review. Channel audits are free. We offer them as part of the vidIQ YouTube service, and we can't be bribed. While super chats are always welcome, they will not buy you a channel audit. We do not want to create a financial barrier to this weekly community get together. The live chat exists so that you can all converse with the community. Don't ask for channel audits. During a live stream, the hosts don't have time to read them, and moderators will put you in timeout. And speaking of moderators, I wanted to personally thank each and every one of you for supporting us every single week to make sure that this show gets up and running. It really is appreciated. We get hundreds of submissions every single week, and unfortunately we can't audit every channel. To ensure your channel has a fair chance each week, we purge the list, and after we audit pre-selected channels, we randomly choose which channels get audited. We only have so much time in a day to audit your channels, but if you download the vidIQ extension, our 24/7 channel audit tool will offer you tailored advice specific to your YouTube channel. If you haven't already done so, download vidIQ for free today. A link is in the video description. If you submit your channel, expect constructive criticism. We assume you want to grow your audience on YouTube, and that is what our advice is based on. Appreciate that we are viewing your channel for the first time. If we get something wrong, we didn't do it on purpose. It may be that your messaging and branding isn't doing the job it's supposed to do. And make sure to listen to the advice we give to all channels, not just yours. Test everything. Some strategies will work to some channels. Saying that my stream is complete, but it shouldn't be. Still off?
Nope, we're back.
All right,
back.
I think we're back. I think we're back. Okay, sorry if you lost the last bit of that tutorial, but I'm sure you'll get the idea. And before I forget, as I usually do, let's just get through all of our socials. Pretty much if you search for vidIQ on any social media platform, you will find us, except for if you search on Facebook, where I think you find a weird Croatian rock band for some reason, so you have to search for vidIQ app. And Dan, let's talk about Discord. Let's sell Discord vidIQ in 30 seconds.
Yes. So if you're a creator and you're somebody who wants to learn from other creators, not just looking for a place to spam videos all day, Discord, vidIQ Discord in particular, is the best place ever in the world.
Ever in the world.
vidIQ.com/Discord to jump in there. It's not a place for self-promotion. It's a place full of creators just like you, sharing tips, tricks, giving feedback on channels and thumbnails. And it has been a flourishing community.
It is. I remember when we started a couple of months ago, we had like less than 100, and now we're like approaching 2,000, like 1,700 members right now. So growing community and lots of good stuff going on there. Like continuing the conversation when we only have a certain number of hours in the week to directly connect with people in these live streams.
Yes.
With all that being said, let's start auditing some channels. And what I'm going to do this week is pick the first channel that's submitted in our form when we went public with a live stream yesterday. And that channel is Yangtze, which has almost 50 subscribers. They look as if they have thumbnails for videos that should have far more than 50 subscribers. Channel banner. I don't have a clue what your channel is from the channel banner. Looking at the thumbnails, I'm seeing some gaming influence going on here because I can see Apex Legends, but I'm getting a little misled by these avatars. Are these characters from the game, or are they cartoon characters that you've created? That's what I'm a little lost with there. And yeah, Dan, what do you think here? Looking at this, seems to be a gaming channel that's first submitted here at vidIQ.
Yeah, I think these characters are from something else. I don't know enough about Apex to say for sure. They could have.
It's not a cartoony game, isn't it? From what now we could be wrong about this, but as far as I'm aware, it's more of a, I don't know, like a Call of Duty style graphics rather than Fortnite, which are a little more cartoony. I
think these might be like bits of fan art of characters maybe in the game,
potentially, perhaps. Yeah.
But the fact that we're kind of confused on it might tell you something about people who are going to run into your thumbnails out in the wild. But it is kind of a deviation from what you were doing before, which, there's some positive and negatives there as well. Some of your thumbnails your older ones from a few weeks ago look a little bit texty, I guess. And I do like some of the things you're doing. Like you have a character blown up on the screen. I always love seeing that in gaming. And you are, the text that you are using is big, it's readable, but maybe a little bit too texty in just some cases. Let's see, Blinding Lights, Apex Legends montage. I see you're doing a lot of montages.
It looks to me, at least in the last week or so, that they're trying to do montages, but it's including popular music, which worries me a little bit from a copyright point of view. Like, we're probably going to get claims on these videos if the music is from a famous artist.
If I see, like, the music might be a problem, and if these are montages of other creators, that could also be troubling. But the biggest thing I'm noticing is that these montages, a lot of them don't really inspire me to click or even search the titles. It's just kind of montages with words that don't seem to connect to Apex Legends in my personal view.
Yeah, I mean, lucky you, Houdini, Hope, Costa Rica, those maps. And if they are maps, is that enough of a reason for me to click? Maybe not. I guess you're probably more looking at like headshots from 50 miles away, or like amazing car collisions, or something a bit more epic, which you can then visualize in the thumbnail as well, would probably help there.
Yeah.
Beyond that, so the channel's got 50 subscribers. They look as if they're sticking to Apex Legends, which is good. That seems to be their focus throughout all of their videos. And the views aren't too bad either, so there are some positives there. But we just have a little concern maybe with the visual way you're representing the thumbnails and perhaps the actual content. How much of it is yours, and is that going to be a problem in the future? But that is Yangtze, the first channel we are auditing today. Now we're going to take a departure from gaming for a while, and we'll move on to Brick Hereo. Now, Travis, I want you to look at this channel, this value prop, and then the thumbnails, and think, whoa, where is this channel going with this idea?
Wow, I've never heard of Lego table tennis animation.
It sounds niche, doesn't it?
I mean, listen, I'm willing to give it a shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just trying to understand why the top part isn't very Lego-ish. Like the B&H thing is kind of, and table tennis is nowhere to be seen in there. So I wonder if this.
So they do sort of like have a faded out image of a table tennis set on there.
It's so faint. So
yeah,
maybe double down into that more because it's so unusual, which I like. I love kind of unusual things. I am curious, like, what does the content look like though?
I mean, so just looking quickly at the channel, it looks as if this person decided to pivot onto this really niche topic in the last 2 weeks, because there was a lot of Lego stuff generally, like football and maybe like a house being built there and some cookies going on there. But the last 3 videos seem to be specifically about table tennis.
They did really well. Let me look.
Well, yeah, this one video here with 6,000 views, and maybe that's what pushed the creator to say, right, I'm going to double down on this. And the 2 subsequent videos have got more views and subscribers, which is brilliant. I think that they're seeing an opportunity here and doubling down on it. So is this one where we maybe need to just click on it and watch maybe 10 seconds to get an understanding?
I need to see what this is.
All right, let's do this. I'm going to mute the sound. Stop motion animation.
This must take forever.
Very, very high detailed.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're using like computer graphics to do that, which is interesting.
Wow. I love it.
Yeah, a lot of effort and time and passion is clearly in this content.
You know what I think they're actually doing? It's actually like a replay of the actual match.
Could be, yeah.
Which, if so, is phenomenal, because here's the thing. They're replaying something they probably don't have copyright to play. The actual
yeah.
It's brilliant. Now, we actually have seen something like this before. You and I, Rob, that wrestling channel with all the stop animations where
yes, that's true. Yeah,
and that channel had like millions of views or 100,000 views. I think this is one of the coolest ideas I've seen in a long time. And if they are now, I'm sure these videos take forever, but if they stick with this and then do other sports, not just table tennis, I think right now
that's what I was thinking. Yeah. I'm almost worried that this channel is a little too niche, but then if we could start recreating major sporting events like boxing, football, NFL, all that sort of stuff,
I would subscribe and watch this channel if it ever did sports that I like, basketball, mixed martial arts. I would 100% watch this channel, 100%. Pro wrestling, like you can do everything on this.
Yeah. So, Dan, any final thoughts?
No, I think they're doing awesome, and I love that I see like a making of video there too. I think that's a really good
this
thing
one
to do
here as well. Yeah.
In between different videos.
Yeah, I would watch that. I might watch this channel.
Confetti of joy then, I think, on this channel. That they've got a great idea. They're really doubling down, and they're obviously a talented stop motion animation creator. And the fact that you can create this stop motion, well, you've done 3 of them in the last 2 weeks, given how long they probably take, that's pretty good going as well. So well done to you, Brick Hereo. We'll move on to the next channel now, which is Astro Image. All right, who picked this? Was this a Dan one?
I think this was me, yeah.
200 subscribers. We'll congratulate you on that, first of all. Now what we're looking at.
So, yeah, this is a channel that takes pictures of the stars, which I thought was pretty unique. I haven't seen that before.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of opportunities here, because you can already see they're doing different things with like videos on cameras, how to install Magic Lantern on, your camera, like taking a camera and like how to make it take good pictures of space, telescopes. So you could get into so many different little areas, almost do reviews of things like telescopes and different lenses and things like that. Like I saw like a lot of potential when I saw this channel. And then of course you have the actual content itself, which is images you're taking of space. So I thought this was awesome, and the views, like especially on those older videos from like a year ago.
Yeah, they had a bit of a role going there. I've seen Skywatcher seems to be a recurring theme in the titles, but they've done it 2 months ago and it wasn't that popular. So where perhaps is the weakness right now with the
I
channel?
think the amount of content. I don't know how long it takes to make a video. Like, I don't even know what the content actually entails. But I feel like if they could do more frequent videos, maybe a couple a month, they would see much better results because there's obviously an interest here. Look at some of the view counts compared to subscribers on more recent videos.
Yeah, there's I think there's probably this sounds crazy, but like trending events, like in constellations when there's like a certain planet that's visible at a certain time, or like a comet that is viewable. You can maybe cover that. The best way is to see this comet like in a few days' time, and that's where maybe you could get those extra trending views coming in there. Any extra thoughts from you, Travis, on this one?
Yeah, I think certain times of year you can see certain things. I think it's kind of what you were implying there. So if you know that every summer you'll be able to see this particular whatever, you might want to start timing those things every year to come out with kind of similar-ish content every time that year. I believe this is Super User Tech Mod's second channel, is what I think.
Oh, really? Kevin's channel. All right, cool. I've just noticed the logo now there as well. Okay, awesome stuff. One thing about maybe the pictures, do you think, obviously pictures of nebulas and like stuff that the Hubble satellite can take are incredible, and do you think that maybe the thumbnail should rely less on the text and be able to show off really what can be seen through the equipment that you're using?
I wonder if it was a constellation, for example, I wonder if a more impactful thumbnail would be like tracing it, so like connecting the dots. I think the text is kind of getting in the way a little bit, but at the same time, you wouldn't just want a picture of some stars.
Correct. Right. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, so like maybe another visual element, like say joining the dots or an arrow pointing to something that's maybe like a planet or something like that may be of interest when viewers potentially click on that. All right, well, Super User Tech Mods, I didn't realize this was one of your second channels, but there you are. And apparently you just were in receipt of some vidIQ glasses, so hopefully we can get an image, we can get a picture of them from you soon to stick on our socials. Speaking of socials, let's go to our first social tweet meme, whatever you want to call it, of the week. So what we do every single week is we ask people to Photoshop whatever image we post out on a Monday, and this is one that came up, and we had lots of entries here as usual, and we may pick a few more of these as we go through this week. But the winner, I personally thought, was a simple Rickroll one. I found that quite comical, and so we're going to audit this channel now, which is Earless Memy Q, I think the channel is called. They have 16 subscribers. From the channel banner, I don't have a clue what the channel is about. And then when I look at your videos, you've only been on a week on YouTube for a week, so welcome to the journey, of course. You seem to look as if you're going to do how-to content, but at the moment it's how to do anything and everything. How to draw, how to do your homework, an interesting one there maybe for students, and how to make money. I think eventually you're probably going to need to combine some of these elements together, and that might be your your ceiling topic is making money, and then it might be how to make money through drawing or how to make money through whatever. At a moment, of course, you've only just started on YouTube, so you've got plenty of time to experiment with this. And just keep at it. I suppose, starting pieces of advice from Travis or Dan.
I think this channel just maybe could be a meme channel, because I was wondering like how to make money. Like the obvious advice there we could give is how to make money doing what, But I wonder if this is a channel that just likes to like how to do your homework, and it's just some kind of silliness,
Could be, but the thumbnail doesn't show enough to tell you whether it's like comedic or not.
Right, and I think that's what's missing here, if that's the case, because how to do your math homework could even be more searchable, and it doesn't have to be super specific. And then the thumbnail is what's really going to get you those views. Yeah. When something crazy is happening in it.
Yeah, Travis, anything extra from you?
Everything. There's no connection between everything.
That's true. That is it. Other than how to, that's the one connecting theme. But beyond that, we haven't got a reason to come back to the channel really just yet, have we?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
All right. That is our winner of the tweet this week, but we're going to be picking more, so don't worry just yet. We've already got I think this is a channel audit list that's already growing. I think we've already been laughing at one earlier on just before we went live, but we'll be picking more. We'll be scrolling through all of these, so don't worry, but get your Audit Me Tiger. Get them submitted and we'll start. That's a nice one as well. I mean, we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it, don't worry.
Wow.
Well, we're going to choose our pre-selected ones first, so which is the next one? It's going to be this one, which is Professor Popsicles. Subscribe for discussions on different topics, or I will take all of your candy. So this sounds like it might be somewhat of a comedic one in the Mr. Beast mold almost, but then when you actually look at the thumbnails themselves, they look as if they're on serious topics and there's going to be serious discussion going on. And so I think it feels as if there is a complete disconnect between the channel banner, the name of the channel, and then the content we're actually seeing, unless, Dan, as you sort of hinted at this previous one, that there is comedy in these videos, but we don't see it.
Yeah, and that's what's when I look at the thumbnails, it feels like I'm going to watch something really educational.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And then like I look at the COVID one, for example, COVID-19, you got nothing on us, bro. Like clearly that's a comedy, video. I think it's it's really hard to tell.
Entertainment, getting involved in something amazing for fun. I love, whenever I go through the list and when you're submitting your channel, which is in the link in the description below, there's a portion that says, what's your channel type? And whenever I see something that says random, entertainment, or I don't know, I immediately, I'm like, okay. But
just take a step back.
Just take a moment and figure it out, please.
I have a hard time picking channels like that because I know the advice I'm going to give them, and we could just give it right now. If you feel like your channel is an entertainment channel or a random channel, you need to figure that out before. If you can't describe it to us, how are we supposed to help? We're always talking about niching down, and we need to know what your channel's about to be the most effective at doing that.
Yeah, the value proposition, the elevator pitch, describe your channel in 10 seconds or 5 words or whatever. I still struggle exactly with how we should do this, even on the vidIQ channel, but I think we've pretty much got there now. But once you're able to describe it to another one, to a potential viewer, that kind of reflects back into your thoughts about how you're going to create the channel. So yeah, looking at this one, we look at the thumbnails, we look at the titles and the topics. There's almost zero inconsistency. Each video here could be from a different creator. One here about a channel educating people on Islam and Ramadan. Another one here about like learning online classes. Another one here could be about the coronavirus and COVID-19. All completely different topics. So what's going to connect them all together? Having said all that, again, let's just go back to the positives. You're a creator who's clearly passionate about making content because you started a month ago and you're already making videos at a healthy rate. You just got to decide what your audience is really going to connect with, and then you're going to grow your channel a lot faster, because right now, from Mother's Day to Ramadan to quarantine to online classes to Labor Day, it's all a bit of a jumbled mess. And I think, as Travis, as you said, you want to go back to that table tennis Lego animation channel because you know it's exactly what it's about. But we'll be honest, we'll have probably forgotten about this channel in about 10 minutes. That's just an honest opinion as a new viewer to your channel.
Yeah. Did you see there's a super chat? I want to talk about what the super chat said. I think it's
all right. Yeah, let's go into a super chat. We've got a couple actually. I think let's go down here. We've got one from J.O. Van Oosthuizen with a fist bump there, and you're saying there should be another one. Let's just refresh here.
Yeah, I just saw another one coming.
Yeah, I have it here if you want to read it.
Let's see if it loads up, and if it doesn't, then either one of you two go ahead with it. That's my super chat right there, a broken monkey. Yeah,
broken monkey.
That just sums up YouTube for you. Go on then, what's this super chat?
You reviewed me 3 weeks ago. I took the advice / began leveraging your tools. The results are astounding. Exploding views, subs, watch time. Thank you.
Who is that from?
My time to fly.
Now,
you're more than welcome.
I wanted to talk about that because
here's reminding us.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, thank you for letting us know, because we go through so many of these, we don't even know what happens after the fact. But I think it just goes to prove a point. Number one, if you spend the time to do the things that we're telling you to do, the chances are you will grow. Secondarily, even if you aren't selected, if you pay attention to what we're telling you, you are very likely to grow. Case in point, there is a person who has been watching our live streams for the better part of a year and watching all of our videos for the better part of a year, has never been audited and has never even been in chat, but has watched most of our live streams, taking notes and trying to figure out exactly what we're saying and how to make their channel grow. They started their channel in, what was it, June or July of last year, Rob?
Is it ASMR Mug? Is that
Yeah.
Sorry to spoil the
Yeah.
reveal. Yeah, I'll go. That's first of all, Dan. Was this the channel?
Yes,
My Time to Fly.
That's the one.
Okay, so let's have a quick
13
look.
videos, 500 subscribers is crazy. Yeah, look at the thumbnails. I remember this channel.
I remember this. Yeah.
I do remember the
Look
channel.
at that.
Yeah,
Look at all these views.
yeah.
10,000 views in 3. What?
Boom.
Look,
Wow.
I'm just
Boom,
trying to
boom,
say.
boom.
So, case in point, this channel. Case in point, a channel who's watched all of our stuff but never been to it and never been audited. And in less than a year, look at this, 52,000 subscribers. She pays attention to what we say. She does exactly and then she puts her own little twist on it.
That's a mobile phone eating compilation now.
Look, come on. In less than a year, 52,000 subscribers. So for those of you that are like, oh, audit me, I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. This person has just watched our live streams on replay, figured it out, did their own channel, 52,000 subscribers, while you're worrying about why you can't figure out why we haven't audited you yet. If you spent the time and put in the work, this is what's possible.
Look at that remote control. That'll be then she's actually eating it.
She's getting more views per week than I am, which is
then possibly maybe us as well. It's like incredible channel.
crazy.
So yeah, some testimonials there of people who've succeeded with audits in the past or just been following the live stream. We'll move on to the next channel now, which we're hopefully going to turn into another big YouTube star. That is Alundra's Sparkly Style. So, makeup, entertainment, how-to. I think, Travis, you're going to tell us what to do here. It's like sort of scratch out these two words here, maybe, for the channel. Because looking at the thumbnails, it seems to be a makeup channel generally, I would say, with the nice little makeup going on there in the lips and the eyes. And you got 150 subscribers, or just approaching that right now. And it seems if you're sticking to the tutorials to a certain extent, but then you're going a little bit into 15 Netflix movie suggestions. And what else have we got here? Things to do while in quarantine. So there's a bit of vloggy stuff going on here. What do we think, Dan and Travis?
I think that Netflix one is the best performing video.
It looks to be,
now.
doesn't it? Yeah.
So, I mean, and Travis, you've said this in the past too. If you're someone who's going to do a makeup channel and throw a Netflix video in there, and the Netflix video takes off, you may have just become a Netflix movie suggestion channel.
Yeah, and the second one is so we've done like 2 streaming platform videos here, and maybe trying something as a bit of a.
But it's so
departure.
far off from makeup would be the concern.
Yeah.
Like if you're cool with doing that. Now there's another person who actually did this a couple of years ago, and she ended up being big in the new niche. So she was just kind of a general vlog-ish type channel that she had for quite a while. Then she did one video about like some apps that were on her Samsung phone, and that video blew up, and she now has one of the better Samsung smartphone channels like on YouTube. But she had to completely pivot out. And she was okay with that.
Yeah.
The question is, are you okay with if one of these blows up or 2 of them blow up for being a review channel of videos and stuff? And my guess is probably not.
I will say that this is a great time to start a Netflix movie review channel.
100%.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Yeah.
It feels from the channel banner, from the description here, and from the majority of the videos, it is makeup. But yeah, I think it doesn't have to be makeup, but at some point you will have to stick your flag in the ground a little bit, unless you become like the niche yourself. The personality of your channel can drive whatever topic you wanna cover. That's also something to consider. Any thoughts here on the thumbnails, just as general foundation advice? A little bit busy, a little bit too much text.
I think the contrast is nice, though. I think they pop really well. But yes, the white text on the pink background isn't working. They need a little bit of work overall, but I think they're really well done for what they are. Like the transition, if you scroll down, what I noticed before.
Yeah, there's an evolution going on here, isn't it? There was just like freeze frames, and now like you're starting to think about the color scheme and like how you look and a YouTuber look, but they've almost gone a little too chaotic, somewhat.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But I think they could be on the right track. I think they should probably decide though how important the movie review side of their channel is.
Let's sort by most popular and see if there is a theme or a trend here. There's no outstanding breakout video just yet. So yeah, there's still like decision to be made there, isn't there? Because even though those Netflix ones have done well recently, hang on, what have I sorted by? Most popular, so that didn't look right. Let's try that again. I think YouTube is broken because that Netflix one, which has 256 views, is down there. I don't know, YouTube, you're confusing me here.
Huh.
Settle down. Slow down.
Yeah, settle down. But yeah, I think you're early on enough in your journey right now to still be experimenting and playing with. But I think we all agree that decision is going to come at some point where they need to decide entertainment, makeup, what channel is going to be best for my audience. Moving on to the next channel, which is Ivy Ironworks, blacksmithing, cool builds, and awesome videos. Congratulations on 200 subscribers. Who just gave me a wow then? Was that you, Dan?
Sorry, yeah, I think I love channels like this.
All right, well, go ahead then. What do you think of this one?
I love channels like any channel that uses their hands and makes stuff and then takes it and makes an awesome thumbnail with it. Of course, I will point out the red text. We're all going to point that out, but. Yeah. Other than that, these pictures are nice and they pop, and I'm kind of drawn in right out of the gate. But yeah, other thoughts, of course. That's why I said, "Wow, the pictures really struck me."
Travis, I'll let you chime in, and then I've got some thoughts on this one.
Yeah, I mean, I think for certain channels, thumbnail styles are important to understand your niche, and I think for this type of niche, this is exactly the type of thumbnail style. I know it goes completely against a lot of the other thumbnails we talk about. That will work because people looking for this sort of content and people for looking. So I had a guy yesterday I was talking to who was doing like roof construction and fixing. And if you do a search on YouTube for that, you can tell that it's all just very like plainly taking a picture of what you're going to get. And this is the same thing. People want to know what are they going to get when they watch this. It doesn't have to be super fancy. You don't need a lot of text. Just show me what I'm going to get when I'm done watching this video. That's literally all they need. So as far as that's concerned, even make it more simple. No text at all. Forget about it. Just zoom in. Like some of these images are really nice, but then you put like little red text. Forget about that. Don't need that. Yeah. And then of course, just figure out which one of these is taken off and continue to double down on that because I think you probably have something here. Some of these videos do really well, like how to. Let's see, how to. There's that one. How to. Whatever you put how to in the title, that seems to do really well. So you might want to consider doing that more often.
My thoughts on this one are, and this sounds like a really tiny thing, but I just think you need to make sure that the grammar on your titles is a little neater. I don't know why, but the reason you haven't capitalized the first word kind of makes this feel a little amateur and it makes me not want to click. That might just be my personal opinion on that one, because the complete opposite way is capitalizing everything. But I think just making sure that the titles read as if they're like a proper sentence would be good. And then I also look at this and say cool builds. Now, to me, what is a cool build when it comes to ironworks or blacksmithing? And that might be where you build an Captain America's shield out of blacksmithing, or something with a popular culture sense. So I don't know if this is exciting enough stuff to tell us that it's cool builds and awesome videos. It feels like this is much more geared towards a viewer who is into blacksmithing and want to create this stuff themselves. So I think maybe just pushing this as much to the tutorial side of things would help you a little bit there. And yeah, I think Dan, you're right, especially with the red text or any text at all. Get rid of that and give people these nice, beautiful shots of what you've created. Like the before and after one, that's a classic example of how you might create these thumbnails. So yeah, just keep it up there with the stuff that you're doing on YouTube, and congratulations for the 200 subscribers you have. Now then, just going back to our submissions here, there was one more that I think came in a little late, so I missed it, but fortunately Travis spotted this one. And how can we not audit this guy? That's a very, very, very accurate picture of myself. This is how but I don't know what's wrong with my hands. They seem to have got all mangled up there. I don't know how that's happened.
That's you standing in your backyard?
Yeah, that is my backyard. It does need a little bit of trimming there. Wow, that sounds like a really strange sentence when I say
I was about to say.
Yeah, let's cut that. I'm going to edit that out. But anyway, the channel that submitted here was Nanmitchaw. I think that's the name of the channel. You've just cracked 500 subscribers as well, so congratulations to you on another landmark. And Dan, I'm going to pass this one off to you because it looks as if it is a Minecraft style channel.
It is, I think. Yes. Okay. So it's a Minecraft tutorial channel, which is always good because there's a lot of Minecraft channels. But what I've noticed is that there's probably not enough Minecraft tutorials out there for certain things. And that's because look at the views on this channel, videos from just a few days ago. We're talking about what people would consider a saturated niche. And yet here we are with some videos hitting in close to 500 views. More tutorials for sure. Some of your thumbnails are a lot nicer than others. Like the one I'm looking at right now, duplicate any gravity block. How to duplicate any gravity block is your title. You've replicated that in your thumbnail, and there's so much going on here. And it looks like you put a lot of effort into this thumbnail, and it's actually working against you. Whereas the auto AFK trick thumbnail has me a little more intrigued. The colors pop. They're nice. You're using some kind of shader. And it's a little more intriguing to me, if that makes sense. I want to see Minecraft super easy blaze farm, stuff like that always does well in Minecraft. Anything easy and farm, also great words. How to, easy, farm. If you can pair those with Minecraft and offer value, you're going to win every time.
Look at this funny. I mean, I'm sure this makes sense to Minecrafters, but a semi-automatic pig cooker. That's something that you can do in Minecraft apparently. But and the reason I picked that one out is because it had 34,000 views. And then an automatic cocoa beans farm. So these automatic, semi-automatic machines or tools that you can build seem to be quite popular for this channel.
I play Minecraft. I would consider myself somewhat okay at it, and I look up videos like that all the time, because I don't know the intricate ways that redstone works, and I need someone to show me again and again and again how to do the same things I've already done 100 times before, but I have no memory capacity for that. So those videos are timeless if you're a Minecraft player.
I don't want to butt in here, but at the end of this thing, can we make sure we do the mod thing for Discord? I want to make sure everyone who's a mod understands.
Oh, yeah.
I just forgot when I mentioned that.
I will let everybody know how that works whenever we're ready to.
Yeah, just
let's do it now. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Since we're on the subject, so we've been talking about helping out our mods a little bit more, and the way that can happen is if you guys actually help us. So if you're a moderator here on our YouTube stream right now, if you can join our Discord, it would help us out. Let us know. Go to Discord. Go to the YouTube channel in there. We just talk YouTube in there. And ping me in particular with a link to your channel. Make sure you leave a message that says, hey, I'm one of your moderators and you asked me to do this. I want you to leave that message because our other moderators in Discord will delete it because it'll look like self-promotion. So put your YouTube channel link in there. Let us know who you are. We'll just double check that people aren't playing shenanigans here. We need our Discord moderators and our YouTube moderators to match. And there's a very important reason as to why, which you'll hear about a little bit later. But please do that if you haven't already. If you're somebody who just doesn't want to use Discord, it's going to be really hard to get on the same page with you, and that's your choice if you don't want to jump in there. But Discord, vidIQ.com/Discord is how you would do that.
So I know you want me to do some Discord. I'm gonna make some Discord. I'm gonna create Discord in this live stream right now. I'm creating Discord. Is that what you want?
Yes.
You want it, right?
Yep,
come in here and yell about some things and just savage it up a little bit. Just wanted to come in and say hi. Y'all know that I'm still here and I'll be back later. Don't you worry. We're gonna keep
that came out of nowhere. To borrow a wrestling phrase, illegal foreign object in the house, and blimey.
I just wanted to say I'm creating Discord. That's all it is. All right, Dan.
yeah. Thank you, Savage. Clear off. Get out, man.
Dan, say something, please.
vidIQ.com/Discord.
There we go. Let's go back to some channel auditing now. And the next one we're going to look at is Melissa M Frye, writing, reviewing, and analyzing words. So that's a very simple value prop there. So made like almost like video essays on books and lyrics and that type of thing. Who was the one who picked this one? Was it me?
I've not seen a writing channel before, I don't think.
Travis, did you pick this one? Well,
yeah, I picked it. I picked it for a couple reasons. Number one, I picked it because the intro, which we can't really watch the whole intro, it's not bad. It's so well done. There's a really funny moment at the very beginning.
Is this the channel okay.
The trailer is literally, it's exactly how I tell everyone that they need to create their channel trailers, because it's short. It tells you what you're going to get from the channel, and it kind of welcomes you to the channel, which is awesome. And there's a quick funny moment at the very beginning, which kind of keeps you kind of, intrigued. And if you're looking for, writing, reviewing, analyzing words and stuff, she lets you know right off the bat, that's what you're going to get. It's in the banner. She re-emphasizes that in the channel trailer. And then throughout the entire front page is optimized. What that means is there's playlists on the front page. You need to set your front page up like this, so people have a lot of opportunities to click and watch different videos. This is absolutely critical. It helps convert people who've never been on before your page to watch something. What you need is people to watch multiple videos, and this helps them do that. If you make these playlists into a what is it called, official series playlist, series playlist, then it practically guarantees the next video that they are recommended is one of yours, which is exactly
that's right.
what you want. It's one of the high-end kind of tips to get people to watch more of your content.
You know what? Since it's 30 seconds, I'm going to unmute it. Let's watch it. So here we go. A intro here on Melissa M Frye's channel.
Hi, my name's Missy. I know the banner says Melissa, but I swear I did not know that was my name until I started kindergarten. Anyway, welcome to my channel. Here I share weekly videos about the craft of writing fiction and poetry, book reviews, and lyric analysis. This channel is about words and how they make us feel. If that interests you, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video.
All right, so I get exactly what the channel is about in 30 seconds there. Maybe needs a little bit of B-roll or something, like just to add a bit more pace to it.
The one thing she would want to do at the very end of it, first of all, it's better than 99% of the trailer.
Correct, yeah.
Because most of them are just replays of other videos, which is irrelevant. But if I were to say one thing, I would say make sure at the end you're pointing them to a specific video or playlist below to get that kind of watch session going. Like call out a specific playlist below.
Yeah, good point, sir. All right, let's have a look at the channel itself then. So 37 subscribers. They've had this one breakout video here of 2,000 views. Congratulations, fantastic. Definitely be looking at the comments on that one, or how you can maybe double down. It looks as if it's on you're basing it off a TV series. So I guess there'd be more opportunities there to do some stuff. Maybe a little too text heavy, and maybe not hinting enough in the thumbnail what I'm going to get out of this. For example, the lyrical analysis of a Queen song, maybe you need a single word or theme of the lyrics that sums up what your thoughts are. So it might be like fear or excitement or anticipation or whatever it is, or something more than just, I guess, almost like a copy and paste type of thumbnail that you're doing there. Dan, anything you might think about here on this one?
I really like your idea when it comes to when it comes to writing channels. Yeah, it's hard to be like, oh, too much text. I mean, it's a writing channel, but at the same time, the latest two thumbnails I think are the most clickable, out of a lot of these.
Even though they haven't done as well view-wise, I think a lot of these thumbnails are telling you the what, but there needs to be like a why I should click on it element there as well. But yeah, this is definitely the standout one here. There's 2,000 views. I'll leave you with final thoughts on this one, Travis.
Yeah, I think thumbnails for a book and kind of lyric channels I'm not used to, so I would just do a bunch of research on what's winning for that. So, go into your search and look for different, if you're going to do a book review or something like that, just type in your keywords you're trying to rank for and see what other type of content and what the thumbnails look like. We also now have a tool for that. So definitely make sure that you are competitive from a thumbnail style. I love the poetic voice and the writing mistakes. I think those are probably good, but just compare it against what else is ranking in search.
That is Missy. I think I've now got your name right, thanks to your intro. Good luck with your channel there. Next one we're going to look at here is Sarafina Creates, 1,500 subscribers, so another small milestone for you. And then it's The Sims for stop motion. So is that using perhaps a sim engine to create stories or playing the game? I probably need to watch a video to decide that specifically. Who chose this? Was it Dan? Was it me?
I think this was a me. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, I mean, if you look at the audience engagement, 1,500 subscribers, and each video is getting pretty much that or more. So that's awesome to see. Brilliant stuff. And then when you look at the thumbnails, it almost doesn't look like a Sims type of. You'd be, if you didn't know the channel. And you didn't know that The Sims 4 was in the title, you wouldn't actually think this was perhaps a Sims 4. It's almost like home reviews type of stuff, but interesting stuff going on here. And yeah, the channel is really starting to build up momentum as well, especially in the last month.
Yeah, and what's cool is that The Sims is one of these games where you can kind of track tentpole events because they do expansions every few months, and the new one's coming out that's been trending quite a bit right now. It's this Eco Life expansion where you can actually mess up the environment and have your Sims try and fix it in little ways. So that's going to be more content right there. I would normally tell someone to do a review of that, but that doesn't seem to fit that groove.
It doesn't, no.
But you can definitely capitalize on it by getting that expansion the second it comes out and starting to craft your videos.
Yeah, so there's one of our mods, Bad Lori, has a Sims channel. We actually did her channel a couple of weeks back, and I've noticed that she's doing this really smart thing where she's and some of her more better performing videos are doing are when she talks about the upcoming expansion patch and gives her a kind of feedback on it and stuff like that. First of all, it's really easy content to make because it's basically talking head. And number two, people are looking for that information. They're searching for it. So they might find that content. And then of course, when the patch comes out or when the expansion comes out, which I'm hearing even people in the chat apparently like this guy, I didn't know this, but everyone's excited about it. So get that information out there now so that people know they can come to your channel eventually when that comes out. Get them interested.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know what a stop motion Sims video really looks like, but
it feels like another one where I want to click on it just to find out what's going on.
Yeah,
go on then, let's do it again. We're diving into the videos this week. Okay, so let's just jump a little further forward and all right. So
okay.
Time lapse.
So I saw one that said speed build too. I see. So that's a really unique way. How do you keep the camera at that one angle and then carefully place all those windows? Oh my, I always have to turn my Sims buildings every which way to place anything.
Yeah.
That's cool. I think you've hit something here. I think you've struck a little bit of gold.
Yeah, interesting here that it's got 2,000 views and the engagement seems to match. Likes and dislikes, but not many comments. Which is an interesting. I wonder if that's.
I mean, it could be on a Reddit or something like that. It could be embedded somewhere where people
could be. Yeah.
It also helps to prompt a discussion in the comments in your videos, ask a question. Maybe it's because it's kind of like visual ASMR in a way. Maybe it doesn't instill a lot of conversation.
Here's something that I also like, and I find it fascinating whenever I see a channel like this. The similarity in the titles is quite astonishing because each title has The Sims 4, stop motion, and then NOCC. I don't know if that's a program they're using or something, and then TS4. You can't see those two things at the end of a title, but I've advocated sometimes where when you hit on something, you need to change very little in the title other than something that gives context to the specific video. So you can keep a lot of the keywords the same, and obviously the thumbnail's different. But once it feels to me, and this is from our PewDiePie versus T-Series stuff, when we were just using that same beginning of a title and then what actually happened in that specific video, and it really seemed to work. And it's been proven here. We've all of a sudden they've gone from less than 500 views per video to then over 1,000 views per video and like hitting 2,000 often. So I think another confetti of joy for this one. The channel seems to really have nailed a specific niche here. So well done to you, Sarafina.
I would also
go ahead.
just one more thing. I would do away with the text. The latest video doesn't have any, and when you do use it, it's hard to read. It doesn't feel like you need it.
Yeah, or make the text a little more readable, because it looks as if it's not in a very intrusive place.
That's true, yeah.
In the bottom corner. So I think experiment, Dan, with that one.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's move on then to the next channel, which is Too Extreme. Okay, are you too extreme for our channel audits? Doesn't look to be. Seems like fairly safe content. 450 subscribers. Some beautiful thumbnails. I think we've used this word before, like when you use text, make it epic so it really stands out, but at the same time it doesn't completely dominate the thumbnail, and I think this is a good example here. And the game looks to be Call of Duty Warzone mostly going on here.
I think there's some Fortnite in here too, but it's
Fortnite's John Wick as well. So a little bit going on here. Dan, what are we thinking with this one?
Yeah, I think this channel is playing the same types of games, which is always good. So if you're going to jump around, you at least want to stay in your genre. So I would say that your audience will probably remain engaged if you keep to that pattern. But yeah, I think the one thing that jumped out at me was the fact that these thumbnails look like a lot of the thumbnails we've seen in this genre. So when you compare these to the other creators making videos like this, they might blend a lot, and that's always a struggle, especially in the Fortnite genre, to like somehow break that pattern and stand out. I think that's going to be a challenge for the channel because they're dealing with a lot of saturated games.
And when I look at the videos, the titling, what is the theme going on here? Looks like there's a bit of comedy going on, and then solo experiences, montages. So not much tutorial stuff going on, I would say. Here,
I thought I saw some how-tos at one point. Now I'm looking
doing
at it
some
again.
listicle stuff, like the top.
Oh yeah.
Listicle stream games. They seem to do quite nicely for the channel.
That's okay. I was mixing up with another channel. Listicles in this genre can be very, very impactful, as you can see, because your views were crazy good. The more you do of that, and the more you tell people to subscribe, the more those funny moments videos are going to take off too, because your audience will start to connect with you as a creator, and you can get them in the door with those listicles and things like that.
Let's start by most popular. I think we're probably going to see a clear vision for this channel. Whenever you include like a top 5, top 10, free game type of stuff, those are the videos that do best on your channel. So investigate that area of your content a little more. And so that is Too Extreme there. Let's now go to some channel auditing tweets. And I think we need to pick a few in a row here because we've neglected this area for the first hour. So I think, Travis, is one that you and I just wanted to pick straight off the bat. It's a little probably further. Well, there's been a lot of submissions here. Oh God, we're going to have a lot to get through, but the one we wanted was this one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's so funny.
A genius. The one suggestion we had was we needed the savage face on there, but other than that...
well done.
So we are going to pick you. We think RTX Cobra, that is a good tweet. Oh, we've already... Still here? Can you hear me?
Oh, I think the stream's... I can hear you. Oh, it's offline.
Yeah, I got an internet. My internet just stopped for a second then. Come on.
Darn Canadian internet.
I don't know why it does that since I'm wired in. Are we back? I think we're back. We're back.
Blazing
all right.
40p. Nope. Yep. We're back. Nope.
Where was I? Completely lost myself. Are we back? I think we're back. Oh, I can hear myself now.
40p. Nope. Yep. We're back. Nope.
Where was I? Completely lost myself. Are we back? I think we're back. Oh, I can hear myself now. Sorry.
Nope. Yep.
Sorry.
We're back. What is happening? What are you doing?
I accidentally started playing the live stream on one of my tabs, so I could just hear myself saying all sorts of crazy stuff.
Oh my God.
Right, so
1,000 submissions already?
The tweet was fantastic, but we've already audited your channel, and then we did this one like I think last week, RTX Cobra. So we're going to pick another one. So we're going to slowly scroll up here, and that's a simple one. That message there. I don't really. get that one. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
I do like that one. Brain Trust Digital. Go on then, we'll pick this one. We'll try and do like a quick fire round of audits here for channels. Brain Trust then, full stack of web development tutorials. Congratulations on 50 subscribers. You're getting more views and subscribers on most of your videos, so that's good. I think it feels like you're starting to tap into your niche. And I like the thumbnails. They're functional. They have you in there as a YouTube hero, and you've got the text, which is effective in this case. It's not hard to read. So yeah, I'm seeing some good stuff here. What do you think, Dan and Travis?
I like the wordplay in the banner. Full stack web development tutorials. You said of when you read it out loud. Okay, no, it's literally full stack web tutorial. That's funny. Well, I wonder, yeah, this is one of those where if you're a developer and you can share your expertise, if you can teach people something, I have to wonder where why aren't there more views? I feel like this content should get a lot of views. Maybe the one thing I could say is I'm noticing you've basically taken the same thumbnail, the same YouTuber face, and it's always you doing this, and you put a different
good spot.
Yeah. You might want to start changing that up a bit, because it's making your content, even though these are really nice thumbnails, it's making your content look a little bit repetitive, and people might not feel like you're doing a new tutorial today. They might feel like they already saw it. So that can be a detriment a little bit.
Travis?
Yeah, I like, again, I've seen thumbnails like this for computer software tutorials. They look like this. So I think that you're in line with that. The face is kind of different. I like that as well, though. It's something a little bit different. And then, of course, SEO seems to be strong with this one. AWS plus Rails and stuff like that. Looks good. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty darn solid channel for what he's trying to cover. This is one of those things that you almost unlikely will ever get like a ton of views, but the ones you get will be really influential, because there'll be people who are looking for this content very specifically. So you'll probably get a really strong kind of following with that, because you'll have people that are really interested in it. So pay attention to your comments, and if people have some ideas for content, take those on board and consider them.
That is Brain Trust Tutorials. Let's pick another one here. They all seem to be involving me this week. This was a pretty good one. I did like the inventiveness there. So yeah, let's see if we can help. I'll pick this one, and then Dan and Travis, you can pick some more. So let's see if we can help protect this channel. It is, it looks to be a foreign language channel. So let's challenge ourselves here with a channel which has 3,000 subscribers. It looks to be a channel about weddings. So is it a photographer, a person who films weddings and is kind of like showcasing their portfolio on here? We don't know that, unfortunately, due to the language, but I think visually that's the story of what it's telling me. So I think you're doing well there. And interesting that maybe you're covering a wedding where there was, again, we're not sure whether this is, this would be like a comedic one, or like somebody actually had a wedding during the coronavirus and you had to film it. Yeah, what do we think of this one from what we can glean, given a language barrier?
Well, Dan, you're married, so why don't you?
I wonder if this is a channel where they actually are a wedding photographer.
Yeah, that's what I think.
They cut this footage into really unique like pieces, and they put it on their YouTube channel. Maybe these views even come from the people who are at the wedding.
Yeah,
it could go that far.
So like, there's a lot where we're getting like maybe a couple of thousands of views, but very little likes or dislikes. So it's like it feels as if the content is off of platform, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. So I wonder how you would take this content and then make it more, I guess, public facing.
Yeah,
and have more people discover it. And I would maybe go the filmmaking route, using this footage as like a tutorial, sort of like, here's what it looked like when I shot it, and here's now what it looks like. It almost looks like a movie because I did these things to it. You could almost do a tutorial. Like, I don't know. I don't want to like pull this person in too far in a different direction, but yeah, I just don't know how to make, because we don't know what it is. Maybe we're completely off base, but I don't know how to make this more searchable.
Yeah. Going through everything here. There's covered a lot of weddings, it looks like, and some have got lots of views. Yeah. But then again, very little YouTube engagement. like platform engagement. So it feels as if there's not that much organic growth perhaps there. It's driven really by the people who are watching themselves. I mean, there are a couple here with like 60,000 views, which is pretty incredible for some of these. I'm struggling a little bit as well. Travis, would you be struggling on this one as well?
Like if this is a funnel, like if it's trying to get more business and stuff, it is interesting like how many views some of these have. Like
they do say love story films, and so like you said, Dan, public facing content to tell a story. Is that being done enough in the thumbnails and the titles? That we unfortunately we don't know because of the language. But maybe there's not enough people watching this on the YouTube platform for it to get the search and suggested videos that maybe they do deserve.
Yeah, and if they're a wedding photographer, I bet you that these net them a lot of business, but probably on their own website, not on YouTube per se.
Yeah,
because like look at some of these, like the lighting, the cinematography. I can already tell just by the thumbnails. Looks amazing.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. All right, so Video de Bodas. I unfortunately we maybe haven't given you the best advice we could do there. And I can't translate the channel either, unfortunately. I'm not getting the little icon in the top corner. But hopefully you found some interesting things of the kind of things we were talking about to make it more appealing to a YouTube platform facing audience. Anyway, I picked a couple of channels there. So Dan, Travis, just tell me when to stop if you want me to click on any one of these.
What's that? Me coming up with my audit bait? Close.
That's but not. Oh, we got some superhero stuff going on. It's a bit too busy, that one. I can't really interpret that one. Yeah. What have we got here?
No, to criticize.
That is true. That is true.
Oh, the thumbnails.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Because look at that thumbnail. That's a good thumbnail.
Yeah, it's a pretty good thumbnail, that one.
You have to go back to that. That's a good one. Oh, Mortal Kombat, which of course I love. That is awesome. We're Savage at the top. Algorithms at the top.
Yeah, so we just need that changing a little bit. I think we've already audited Cafe Matica there as well. Is anything jumping out here? Do I want to go back to anything?
Is that the I use episode?
Oh my gosh.
That's a good one.
Tell me when to stop. Tell me when to click.
I like that episode number 1 because I'm always harping on that.
All right, and let's see if the Oggy Bear YT uses episode numbers. And if they do, you're fired. Oh, yes, they do. All right. Well, you've answered your own channel audit in your own meme there, which is like Inception style stuff going on. All right, Dan, what are we seeing here? The Oggy Bear YT, 35 subscribers.
What's interesting to me is this channel, everything else about it seems to be at a very high level. These are the types of thumbnails and like the channel banner. The channel banner, I would suspect to see it like a channel with 100,000 subscribers. The thumbnails, I think, represent a channel with maybe 10,000 subscribers. And then let's see the titles: how to build a modern house. You are doing Minecraft how to, so that's going to probably do okay. Perhaps your building tutorials are just not as searchable because people in the Minecraft space like redstone tutorials and stuff like that. So I think for building tutorials, you're going to just there's still obviously some people are watching them, but if you can fit in a redstone tutorial every now and again and then incorporate maybe your modern house does some cool redstone tricks or something, so you can kind of utilize that and get more clicks because it's like a redstone or farming tutorial or something like that. Like, okay, a village breeder farm there. Overall, and then yes, the Minecraft Let's Play.
It's only been going for a month, so that's a good sign there that you've already pushing out a lot of content.
Yeah, for a month of Minecraft videos. Yeah, I didn't know that too at the top, so that's good. You're doing really good then if you've only been around a month. I would wonder why you feel the episode titles are necessary, but what I'm noticing is you put them in the thumbnail. You have not put them in your title, which is good. Yeah, because that's going to engage your normal audience that's already here, and you're not hurting your searchability by making people finding your content out in the wild, like, oh gosh, episode 20. But it is there. People might feel like they need to watch the first 8 episodes before starting episode 9. Something to keep in mind, but you probably already heard me say that because you put it in the meme. I don't know. What do you guys think? Because I think the thumbnails are good. They could just use something. They're missing something.
It feels as if the creator is on the right track of experimenting with several different styles of Minecraft content, the how to builds, the updates, and then like a survival series. So it feels as if there's 3 different strands of content going on there. And it feels to me that this creator just needs to give himself time and patience to build enough videos up to get that data and sample size back, which will then drive them towards what they're going to do next. It feels as if the how to build stuff is maybe where they are going to eventually end up. That's kind of where it feels like. And you've experimented with live streams as well, like how well have they done for the channel? They seem to be doing okay. I think there's foundations being built here, which is good, and just continue with it. What I feel as if is they Travis, you often tell people to do this, is go out on Fiverr and get somebody to build a channel banner, and they've managed to do that for the channel banner, but then that doesn't necessarily translate into a thumbnail.
Yeah, it's a little bit. They went too epic on that and can't keep up with the rest.
Yeah, and just the one other thing I would say about the Let's Play content is that you have been kind of doing the how to do blank, but it's part of your Let's Play. But that also you don't need the number there because it's going to make people feel like it's part of this long-running series. But if you're just going to teach them something in doing a 20-minute Let's Play, also we're going to build this farm, I think it will equal more clicks. Maybe try it. Give it a shot.
So I'm just we've got a GIF. Oh my word. What's going on here? There's all sorts going on. Whoa. Well, stop.
A lot going on. Hold on. Let's see the whole thing.
Okay, you're not going to be able to hear it, are you? Right. Let's see. Okay.
Oh, there's Savage. Oh, correct. There's PewDiePie Army. Wow. Follow advice.
That seemed a bit violent, to be honest. That one. I need to stop that. I need to stop it. Wow.
Anything, but it's pretty cool.
There was gunfire going on in that one. By the way, I should mention the person who did his GIF, which included the glorious music from WWE. We got a copyright claim on that last week, so thanks for that. Really appreciate it. It's my fault for playing it, of course. Did you want to watch? Was that enough to convince you to check out that channel, Travis? Or
they spent a lot of time on it.
They did, yeah. I think purely on that, let's check out this channel.
Didn't we do this one?
Ed Master 2005 animation.
Hey,
we did.
Yep. He has a question for you there, Robbie.
Who has a question? Yeah, a question for me. Yeah.
Yep, Roberto Blake in the chat.
Oh.
Red.
For me? For us?
Yeah, for you. He says, where did you get that red subscriber plastic thing you were flipping around the other day?
So that was at VidCon. That was at VidCon London. I actually did a trade with a company. I traded them some of our tripods for a red subscriber button. And so I think Leron and I have got one. So yeah, I don't know if they are officially available, but I mean, all I'm going to say is, who wants a red subscriber button when I reveal to the vidIQ community what we do have that is coming very, very soon? Yeah, now going back to this channel, we've audited this channel, haven't we, Dan? I think it was animations. Now, I guess what I would say, seeing that meme and GIF animation that we just saw, things happen so fast in that I couldn't really follow the story or anything. And if that's the same in your content, then maybe you need to be improve the storytelling a little bit, perhaps. But I don't think there's anything else we could really add here, is there?
No, I was going to say the same thing because I tried to watch that while you guys were deep into another channel, and I turned it off because it was so loud, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So.
All right. So we've gone on a little bit of a tangent here. We've gone through some tweets. We're going to go through some more soon. We haven't even got to the channel audit list yet now, which is now at 1100.
Good.
So things going bonkers here.
Let's just start doing some randoms because, I mean, goodness.
Well, we've got some pre-selected ones still to do, so let's try and go through these as efficiently as possible. Market Marauders. This channel is approaching 1,000 subscribers. Who picked this one? Was it me? I can't remember.
Oh, I think I picked this one.
Go ahead, Dan. Why did we pick this one then?
Well, it's a finance channel, which I think this is a really good time to be a finance channel because there's probably a lot of people out there looking for tips and tricks on investing or making money, etc. But the thing that stood out to me, just smacks you in the face right away, is your thumbnails. A lot of them feel just cut off, and the image size Yeah, the image size is the first thing I would do. The next thing I would do is change that text, especially the 2 videos there, top 3 penny picks, I guess. The text completely blends with the money. So I think the thumbnails overall, I guess the overarching advice here, need a little bit of work. But despite that, some of those particular videos, in fact, have hundreds of views.
Yeah, when he uses top 3 as part of his title, again, that strategy of using like a common theme or thread within a title, that seems to be working quite well. I would maybe think about how to educate people in this current climate. So, like, is it a good time to buy stocks right now, or like, can you find the ones that are going to be the golden nuggets in this really volatile market? Because it like top 3 option picks, top 3 dividend picks, that's not really connecting to what's currently going on in the world. So I think maybe some topical stuff there might be useful. All right, we'll move on then. We'll try and get through these pre-selected ones a little quickly if we can. Adventure with Bernie. Travis, I'll let you take a look at this one with just over 100 subscribers.
Yeah, I mean, really cool banner. I assume that that's one of the places they've been. I hope it's not a generic one, although I wouldn't know because they go all over the place, right? So I guess they can get away with it. I love all the different places they've gone, like Italy, Australia. A lot of places. But it's cool. I mean, the thumbnails are pretty cool. I assume that they go to a couple places to cut a whole bunch of videos in that place, which makes sense, and especially if you're going to have someone watch one thing and then kind of get interested and give them multiple videos. I was kind of poking fun there, but but I guess also the question is, how often are you actually traveling? Is this going to be sustainable? Because if it turns out you can only go a couple places and maybe that's only every other year, your value proposition is going to be kind of weird. So if you are traveling a lot and you have a lot of content, maybe you're sitting on or something, that's great. Continue down, make these playlists, make them official playlists for each place, Italy, Australia, and Italy. And then just make sure in Spain. Hey, there's Spain too. All right, cool. So in Portugal, okay, yeah. So all over the place. That's great. Yeah, 100%. And look, I love what they're doing. What to see in those places for SEO purposes. Those can be really good, but also make sure you put in where to eat and where to shop, because those two are what people are really searching for when they go somewhere. Guaranteed winners.
It could be that you might want to adjust it a little bit, and because we've seen several channels already that have had success with like the listicle style of, like, instead of what to see in Rome, it might be like 5 top things to see in Rome, and a block of text on the thumbnails, maybe practice without any text. And I was just wondering, has anybody successfully pivoted their channel to kind of have a value proposition of showing you the world whilst you're at home? I think, I don't know if that's the type of, because obviously it's really challenging for travel channels to get people to engage in their content right now because no one can travel anywhere. So I'm just wondering if there's a unique spin that this channel and others can have to help people with viewing content while they're unable to travel to those places. And so that is Adventure with Bernie. Oh, and I'll also say as well, Adventure with Bernie, and then Bernie, the person, doesn't appear in any of the thumbnails. So I'm wondering if you may be missing out an opportunity on the channel name and the channel banner to give a bit more of a pitch on the content as well. Next channel then, this is the last of the pre-selected ones. This is Teach Me, Enhancing Teaching and Learning. Again, I can't remember who picked this one. Was it me?
I think I did.
All right. No, so subscriber count hidden. Views in the like triple digits, so like 200, 300. So maybe a channel of about 1,000 subscribers, I would suggest. So why did you pick this one, Travis?
Yeah, I just think it's cool to have like a teaching channel that goes over a lot of different pieces of software, including Microsoft Teams, which it's a new thing. I just recently heard of it because of everyone using Zoom and stuff, and that Microsoft has something else to use. So I think Teams is good and OneNote is good because there are some companies that are using the Microsoft packages for remote learning and remote work. So I think that's really smart to try to dive deep into those and become maybe the subject matter expert on YouTube about those things. Now, of course, when you do that, you are kind of painting yourself into a corner. However, if you become really good at it, there's a lot of updates that happen, and when people have bugs and stuff, there's lots of different angles you can take on this. And if you really niche hard into this, it could work out really well.
I was just wondering, I saw this row of videos here about for the NHS. So I'm wondering whether You've actually got contracts with the NHS. This is a national health service in the UK, so it's like you can almost consider it a business. Like, would you want to put this content on YouTube, or would you want to be taking it directly to the business owner in this sense, which is the NHS? Because I'm not sure if people in the NHS are going onto YouTube to find out how to use Microsoft Teams. It would be almost like internal training. So I'm wondering if there's a bit too much business to business content going on YouTube when it should be, I don't know, whether it be in a separate training package, that type of thing, or it's almost like a pitch. They're creating this and suggesting this is to the NHS how they would use this stuff. Too much text, Dan, Travis, would you agree with that? Maybe a little bit. I'm not saying the thumbnails are bad, but they're a little busy given their style.
I would say that one logo per thumbnail would be more than enough.
Yeah,
that's my opinion. Because I can tell they're tutorials, and I don't think, maybe the text works for this style of video, but I see the OneNote thumb in the latest video. I see the OneNote icon, but then it's surrounded by all these other little icons. But the OneNote icon could take up the rest of that frame, and I think it would be a lot more clickable.
Yeah, and this one here, I think in all of them they've got Microsoft Teams and then the Microsoft logo, so they're duplicating text even within a thumbnail there. And I'm just thinking for these, you could this side is like the Microsoft Team logo, and then on the other side, it's like a clock, and that's and the simple word schedule ? And I think that would be the viewer's gonna understand what the video is about just as much more efficiently than trying to disentangle all of the stuff that's graphic on the thumbnails there. All right, that is all of the pre-selected ones. So what we're going to do now is take a very quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to do some random channel selections. Get ready for all of this. Hello everyone, I'm Rob, and welcome to the start of your YouTube journey, a journey that could change your life. There is literally an audience for every single topic, including the one you are passionate about. With all that being said, let's start the journey. Launch your YouTube channel in 30 days. So that is the YouTube Academy, and I'm just quickly showing you here all of the courses we have at the Academy for people who are paid members, but we also have free courses that launch your YouTube channel in 30 days is one of those courses. It is monstrous. It is massive. We've had thousands of people already enrolled in this. Hundreds of reviews, mostly 5 stars, telling us how valuable it is. So do check it out. You don't need to worry about the price right now. It's not $199. It is absolutely free for all vidIQ users. So make sure to check it out. What else? Do we need to mention anything else right now? Should we do another quick Discord
we have a super
plug
chat or two?
Go ahead.
We have a super chat or two. Did you want to?
Well, let's go to the super chat then.
There's one I saw that I wanted to answer, and now
I've got a broken monkey on my super chat.
Broken monkey.
Mick Red Panda gave us one that I was able to read, and I don't know if it'll show up for you now, but asking essentially, how does one become a moderator? I get asked all the time because they are one of our YouTube moderators, and I wanted to take that real quick and just say that recently we've actually promoted a number of people to moderating roles. And we've just been keeping our eye on people who have been providing a lot of value, who have been really helpful, and who are able to, once they are a moderator, politely tell people, hey, please, follow the rules. And so that takes a lot of time on our end to kind of identify those folks. But we do thank everybody for pulling their weight and helping out here. I've been promoting people in Discord and trying to get them into the YouTube space and vice versa. So we talked about this a little bit earlier, but be sure vidIQ.com/Discord, join that and let us know, hey, I'm one of your YouTube moderators, link your YouTube channel, ping me, and I will get you moderating Discord as well. And we have something special for you guys soon. But yeah, provide value, be awesome. And there are times where even if you're doing that, we might not need a new moderator right now, but just hang on, and there may come a point where we promote you next.
Yeah, you can't apply to be a moderator. You are chosen, and it's through your contribution to the community. And I always say thank you to anybody who sometimes does what is a thankless task of this. The number of messages we get these days. I mean, I think we had like 1,000 messages in a minute when we first started the live stream, and we're averaging like a good like 30 or 20 messages right now. But as soon as Savage comes on, then things break down, and that I'm sure will happen very, very soon. But now let's go to some random selection of channels. This is what we do right now. We pick a number, which is 174 in this case, and we put it into our fee machine, which has 1,171 submissions, which is astonishing. I can't believe how we get so many every single week. It just dumbfounds me how we managed to get so many submissions. And then we take this channel and we audit it, and this is a channel called PES World Gaming, which I think is going to be along the lines of Pro Evolution Soccer, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, here we are, Pro Evolution Soccer channel. With over 200 subscribers, and Pro Evolution Soccer is kind of like the competitor to FIFA, and there's been arguments for nearly 2 decades now about which is a better version. And so you're making goal compilation videos, which is fine, I think, as a concept. Question we're always going to ask here is it your own content? So do you have permission to use this kind of stuff? Just be aware of that. There was one video here that did really well with 1,000 views. That was great. Maybe find out why. Look at the suggested traffic on that one. Like, where did the views come from? Was it externally? Was it shared on Reddit? That type of thing. And yeah, the thumbnails are okay. You seem to be showing the thumbnails of the celebrations. You may want to show perhaps an epic moment of when the ball's in the air, like going towards goal. I think that might be a little more exciting. Or like sometimes you might actually need a bit of text in these just to describe that this was a 40-yard strike or a header from miles away or something that might help with a little bit of education. Because right now they feel a little bit like freeze frame shots from the videos that you're pushing out there. And also generally, is there going to be enough interest and traffic for just goal compilations? Going back to what Dan always suggests with gaming channels, some tutorial stuff, updates, cover what's happening in the Pro Evolution soccer world, so to speak. Dan, I'll give you 10 seconds on this one, and then we'll pick another channel.
Anything in games like this that involves like a microtransaction could be an easy win for you. If there's character uniforms or characters you can buy or anything like that, you can always review those types of things because a lot of those sports games have stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Pro Evolution does have as big a microtransaction thing, but
sadly I wouldn't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, another gaming channel coming in here, and this one is going to be Bots Ryan Gaming. Okay, is this channel safe to audit? I think it looks okay. Other than you got red text in your thumbnail, so you know what our opinion is of that. Does this look like gaming to me? I'm really confused.
It's gaming.
Valorant, is that a game?
Valorant, maybe.
Valorant.
I guess maybe it's a game mode of another game, or I don't, because it
looks
like a game.
Here. Yeah, it is a game. All right.
Okay. Better thumbnails for sure. The ones with you kind of like flipping off the camera, I don't really know how that's going to be received by your audience. Maybe that works for the type of content you make. When you put yourself in the thumbnail, I would cut yourself out from the background, because the background of like the room behind you is kind of distracting and in an already kind of distracting image. This thing you're doing with the shadow on the text isn't working. The more simplistic you can go, the better when it comes to text on a thumbnail, because it's really hard to read as it is because it's small, and then you put this weird shadow that stretches out the text. I think overall the thumbnails need the most work. And then of course, best moments, funny moments. Try and teach someone about the game, draw them in, make the funny moments content like 10% of what you do, especially as a new channel, and try to offer more value to viewers looking for this content.
Well, here's a really interesting thing. vidIQ suggests that this is a super hot search term right now, given that there's a very high volume and not much competition. So you're in the right space, it looks like right now. And I think you should, if you can just clean up. for example, a video here, the channel's got 3 subscribers, and they've got 800 views from that, and that's a bit of an educational video about frames per second test. So I think it looks as if you're in the right space. But yeah, take a look at these thumbnails. Take a look at what channels are currently covering here in terms of strategies, tactics, that type of thing.
Yeah, this is exactly what I talk about when I say make sure that your thumbnail style matches the thumbnail style of what's winning.
Yeah,
and it doesn't. There you go.
All right, let's pick the next channel, which is 1081. Okay. Oh, we may have a non-gaming channel, Travis, that you can get some action in here.
Floor gang.
Oh, I broke YouTube. Right, how did you give me the right link there? Let's check that again. I'm giving you one more chance, but is YouTube down?
No.
Oh, let's test. No, YouTube is not down, so that link just doesn't work. All right, sorry. We'll have to try another one. 933. Okay.
Waits forever for channel audit. Misspells their own.
Yeah, if you send us a tweet meme, now this person's just sent us a video, but I guess it's Blue Leopard.
Oh no, I already have a suggestion for you.
Yeah, don't use free software which leaves the
giant watermark in the middle of your screen.
Yeah.
What happened? Oh.
All right. So welcome to YouTube. First of all, you got 32 subscribers and you've only got one video out there. So hey, you've got off to a great start, but that was 2 weeks ago. Make more content. Play Minecraft. That's done really well for the channel. I mean, a lot of people, we've audited lots of channels which have been spending years doing playthroughs and walkthroughs of video games, and each video gets like 1 or 2 views, and then this one in their first video has got 123 views, but they've not followed up on it, and that's a real shame.
Yeah. Definitely invest in your channel a little bit. Those screen recording software like OBS is totally free, but then there's other ones that cost a little bit. If you have an NVIDIA graphics card, you might have Shadow Play. I would look that up.
Yeah.
But
what we're talking about here is this. It's
a video editor trial. Oh.
So it was right at the beginning here. Yeah. So fix that, because it just makes the channel a little unprofessional, I guess. And there's also Bandicam at the top here. So what's going on here?
Yeah.
There's 2 different things going on here.
OBS is free. I would definitely take advantage of that.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next channel then, because we haven't got too much there. But you got off to a great start. Just create more content, and that's what your audience will be wanting to see. Okay, 499 is this next channel. What is going on? Why is it not letting me put in 499? 499. Oh, are you seeing that on my screen?
Yeah, it's just going back to 99.
Oh, somebody. Right, let's refresh that. Is somebody hacking my audit list? 4.
Close to flushing the toilet.
9. All right, they worked that time. Okay. Flushing the toilet is coming imminently, but not just yet, as the next channel we audit is. Okay, so when I first look at the channel banner, I think this is about learning how to drive, because that L play is something that you see in the UK a lot. What it actually looks to be is a channel that loves to use red text on their thumbnails. And it's a Grand Theft Auto style content. You started a week ago, so welcome to YouTube. You're jumping into a really saturated competitive space here. So I think, Dan, you have the usual suggestions here of what's going on in the game, tutorials, the updates, that type of thing. And you're doing that a little bit, like what to buy in Grand Theft Auto, and what you should buy Casino Penthouse. So they're starting off with that, which is good.
What to buy in Grand Theft Auto this week is interesting, but what's for sale this week? Because that's not what's if you had a picture of what was being purchased that week, that might be a little more intriguing, because you're kind of burying the lead a little bit.
Yeah, you need more of a payoff in the thumbnail and title. Like, instead of what you should buy, you should be saying this is on offer this week, or like super cheap rare item available this week, and then have an icon or a picture of a weapon or whatever it is, and then like a low price next to it.
Yeah. And the other thing I would say is, with Grand Theft Auto and bigger games like this, there's always sub niches. Like, for a while, it was Grand Theft Auto roleplay. What's going on in Grand Theft Auto these days that you could be talking about? For example, I know that they're giving away some free money soon. You could talk about how to get that. You know, there's they do that from time to time. Log in by this date, get a bunch of money. So just be on the lookout for the types of things happening. That game is constantly getting different updates and things like that.
Is that a new record? 1,200 submissions.
Like it is.
Right. This is the last one we're going to do before we flush the toilets, so to speak. And it's a music channel. So Travis, let's get you involved in this one. It is Fred Martin.
Fred Martin.
And yeah, what type of music does Fred Martin offer to us on YouTube?
Let's see. Little Talks, Adore You. So the problem with music channels on YouTube is they're kind of difficult to get off the ground, especially if you don't have an existing audience, because you can't really leverage SEO unless you're doing a cover. There is a bad guy one down there, which is great. But if you're just doing original, it's so difficult. Like, I don't really even have a lot of advice for music channels. I have basically 2 pieces of advice. They're both free. And they may not be what you would expect, but they could work. So number 1, find, most creators like to put music in their videos. And if you have original music, one thing that creators hate to see is someone else's video with the music they use. And I know that's a pain in the butt for me. I hate that. So if you go to some larger creators and say, hey, I got some great music, if you wouldn't mind putting me in your description for people who watch the video, if they like the music, they can come visit me. That's one super quick way. Another way is to submit your music to the YouTube audio library.
Oh, nice idea.
That is an incredibly quick way to get your content out there and your channels, because when you go to the music library to put music, a lot of people go there because it's free. It's built into YouTube Studio. When you go there, your name of your channel is right there. And I have noticed that a ton of smaller music channels, I'm talking about under 400 subscribers, are in there. So
wow,
they have figured out a way to do that. And of course, your music can get played hundreds of thousands or even millions of times, depending on who picks it. There's a guy that I watch that I only know because I started using his music from the YouTube audio library. And his music's been on videos from like H3 and super big multiple million subscriber channels. So that's my number 1 thing. If you're not doing covers, that's a good direction. If you are doing covers, then obviously what you're doing here would work.
I just thought by most popular, and the thought I had is that these 2 videos here with over 1,000 views, maybe you could do like a playlist of Lennon Coed songs. That might, and then you can drive a bit of traffic and get them kind of working together. We've been talking a lot about using similar titles and things that work on your channel. So maybe double down opportunities there. Although I see you have done like a couple of Fred Martin covers throughout your channel. And yeah, I mean, they're all in the top 5. So they're all getting more views and subscribers, so I think there's stuff to maybe look at there for the channel. Right, what I'm going to do now is this big, huge list. We're going to trim it down a little bit, which means that people are all ready with their copy and paste, I assume, right now. So what we do is we delete all of these so that all of the people who are watching the live stream right now have a better chance of being picked in the next half an hour or so. I mean, people knew I was going to delete it. People, I don't know how.
Already? Are you serious?
I don't know how people do that, because we've even got a lag on the live stream of about 10 to 15 seconds when I'm deleting. Anyway, we'll let that build up for a second, and we'll go back to some tweets and see if we've got some more tweets to pick here.
Found one I liked. If I'm picking.
All right, sorry,
next
Dan.
Time I'm picking.
You're picking.
Next time I'm picking. I found one I like. I don't know.
Right, you do it
next. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
scroll down a bit.
Okay. I do like that one.
That's pretty funny.
That is a good one. That is a good one.
Good one.
That is a good one.
It's going to be a ways down, I think, because it was a little bit earlier.
Maybe.
See you next
Hail
week.
Hydra. Oh, I like that. That's a brilliant one. I'm going to have to pick that one. I do like that one. Anyway, am I still going down here?
Yeah, a little bit further, I think. Oh, wait. Did we already? Let's see. Hold on. It's this one up here. Scroll up. We might have already done this channel. Picks a random channel, and then the
Oh, yeah, because we do use one of them. We do use one of them tools. So nice to do. So this is Narfield.
That's us. Okay.
So let's pick this channel, and you have close to 1,000 subscribers, which is great to see. I don't think we've sorry, I'm getting tongue tied here. I don't think we've audited this channel, because I've never seen a channel that's dominating through the Sea of Thieves. This is an Xbox game, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. And all the views are close to subscribers here, which is fantastic to see. Love the thumbnails. They're using red text, but I think they're using it effectively in that they're using red text to highlight a certain part of the text that they're using in the thumbnails, and it's not necessarily on black backgrounds or backgrounds that really don't work. So yeah, I'm really liking this one. What do we think, Dan?
I love what they're doing too, because they've taken the character, they've blown him up nice and big. Sometimes the character falls into the background a little bit, so maybe since you cut him out anyway, maybe blur out the background if you can. But otherwise, the thumbnails are very nearly perfect for what you'd want, especially with a game like this. And Sea of Thieves helps you out too, because it's just a visually, aesthetically, just nice game.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, what's like really tipping the scale for them on a regular basis?
So I was looking for tips, but
beginner tips. Let's see, tips and tricks. Yeah.
I mean, it is obvious to say, but every single video has Sea of Thieves in the title somewhere.
Yeah, and that needs to continue in any case, but because they're such a dominant channel, I think that they may kind of own that search term a little bit more than others. But yeah, any tips and tricks, how-tos you can keep doing. This is just going to be a matter of like, make more content. It's awesome. Maybe
the channel's really building quickly. I mean, you're posting, it looks to be like 5 or 6 videos a month. I mean, just imagine if you could double that, the output to once every 2 or 3 days. I think there's obviously an audience that's interested in your content and wants to see more. So just keep it up. Occasionally you have duds like this latest one, 200 views, that hasn't done quite as well. What's the reason for that? Just a little bit more investigation here or there, but nice work, Narfield. Good stuff.
Could you have taught people how to get those costumes?
Yeah, that might be a better way of pitching it.
And perhaps the videos are being kind of short, maybe watch time is a thing, but overall, make sure you're doing that call to action for subscribers too, because sometimes your videos really blow away your subscriber count.
Now, Mighty Noob, I really like this tweet, so I'm going to help us all audit this one. Mighty Noob has 5,000 subscribers. Well done to you. It's a good start, but your view counts aren't necessarily reflecting that, so let's try and find out why. Have you got a breakout video that brought in a lot of subscribers, but now you're not having a follow-up? Yeah. So a couple here with over 500,000 views, or close to 500,000 views, which is great.
A year ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
You were the Assassin's Creed King a year ago. Have you pivoted completely from that game? Let's have a look. It looks as if you have. You're now concentrating on Fallen Order. It's one of these where, unfortunately, either the creator has had enough of that game and they wanted to pick on something else, and it has not worked for the channel. And we've just seen a game like Sea of Thieves, which is probably like 2 or 3 years old right now, Dan, but it still has an audience. Mm-hmm. And that might be the same thing for Assassin's Creed, even though they've gone away from that. So maybe it's a tough question for this creator to answer. Go back to what's been working for the channel.
And there's new Assassin's Creed stuff happening a lot too. I think they're making a new one, or maybe they just put out a new one. I kind of fell off that bandwagon a while ago, but if you're sick of Assassin's Creed, hey, I respect that, but it was doing really well not too long ago. You might want to test it out again and see. But then again, like even your Jedi Fallen Order videos aren't doing bad, considering how many videos I've seen of Jedi Fallen Order that get a couple of views. So if that's the direction you want to go, you're going to need to be okay with,
and then we've got a bit of Final Fantasy VII in here, and then some Dragon Ball Z in there. So we've got like an RPG, hardcore RPG, then an animation game, and then a Star Wars game. Genre jumping within gaming, it might be a little bit of an issue as well there for where the channel is currently at. It's
going to be tough. I could see myself playing Jedi Fallen Order, but I'm not a fan of Dragon Ball Z. It's just not my thing, and your audience may feel the same way.
We'll come back to some more tweets then soon. Let's go to the machine, which is now up to 300 and 300 and lots already. So let's get this machine rolling. And so our next one we're going to pick is channel 174 in this list. Okay. And it's another gaming channel.
Oh.
That's a surprise. And It looks a bit. I'm going to guess this is a Twitch streaming Pokemon channel, and I'm wrong. It's a Fortnite channel, then with a bit of Pokemon in there as well.
Could have been a recent pivot. Just judging that was their latest video.
There's some Pokemon there, so it's just.
Okay.
And that was 3 weeks ago. The gap between these two games is even larger, isn't it? I mean, there's a lot of people who love their Nintendo Switch or Nintendo games and play on them, and then it's kind of like a huge genre and audience in itself. And then there are those who are the online gamers, and it feels if there's two audiences that are more apart from each other, we might have found it here.
There's another issue too, in that there's a really big Twitch logo in your YouTube banner. Nothing against Twitch, but that tells me right off the bat that you're probably taking live streams, and even if you're cutting them up into like the best moments and putting them on YouTube, it feels like you're making content, like recycling it a bit. And audiences on those different platforms aren't going to really like that. You want to make content for the audience on the platform that you're utilizing. So if you do Pokemon live streams and Fortnite YouTube content, for example, those can actually jive, because your Twitch streams will be one thing, your YouTube streams or videos will be another. You want to niche down for sure, because Fortnite and Pokemon are like, couldn't be more different. However, I would pick one, and whichever one does better on Twitch, do it there. Whichever one does better on YouTube, do it there. But you're kind of, there's a few sins here, if you will, gaming sins.
Having said that, the content that they're doing now is like they're trying to track the daily costumes in Fortnite. So really trending type of stuff for it. And with a channel with 30 subscribers, they're getting similar amount of views, which is good.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I was just going to say, if you want to go down that route, you need to clean up these thumbnails. And for example, like really zoom into the character so you see all of the detail of the costume, and then get the value of that costume. I assume this is V-Bucks, and make that like, for example, this one here, zoom right in on the face maybe, and then the cost of it, 1,200, and then get rid of the rest. That's going to require some photoshopping, but I think that's going to be much more appealing for somebody to click on for your channel. That was Northern there with the Pokemon / Fortnite channel. I don't think we've ever had those two gaming styles merged together. We're going to do another gaming channel here, which is Mamkin Boy, I think, on this one. Travis, are you still with us, or have you lost?
No, I'm doing research. I'm doing research and checking the chat.
All right, thanks for sticking in there with us, Travis. So Mamkin Boy here, starting to grow their channel with over 300 subscribers, which is great to see. And they look to play a mix of first-person shooters, CSGO. I'm going to guess this Valorant, if we're pronouncing it right, is a first-person shooter as well. And let's see, you're just starting to get back into YouTube, starting to make a lot of content in the last month or so. And you've decided that you're going to have yourself on the images as well. But my general question is going to be, how is this different to other gaming channels? And that doesn't jump out at me straight away. Dan, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, this is, well, first of all, welcome back to YouTube. It would seem that you've kind of taken a different approach, and now you're putting your face in the thumbnails. You got some YouTuber face thumbnails going on, which is cool. It just doesn't feel, I don't know what's going on, I guess. There's a lot of all caps, shock value style thumbnails going on, but I don't feel like your channel is quite at that point, at that level where those are going to really net you a lot of views. The worst freestyle in CSGO. So like some of them took off a little bit, but I think like any channel with less than 1,000 subscribers, I would tell you that you had a tips video in one of those. One of these videos was a 5 tips video. Stuff like that always does a lot better. If you can do more of that and let your personality kind of drive the channel slowly over time, then you can start to get into these all caps like, oh my gosh, look at this kill I got style videos, but that's going to take quite a bit.
Again, YouTube is broken when it comes to sorting by most popular, but I noticed that there were 2 titles which were I played with the funniest team ever or with a famous Twitch streamer, and those videos actually did really well. So I'm wondering if there's a theme or trend that you can maybe capitalize on here, where it is the focus of your channel is that you played with a certain gamer or like a certain team or like a certain style of game or mod, because that seemed to work. So maybe that's worth investigating a little bit as well there for Mamkin Boy. I'm going to run the machine again, and let's see what we get now. We're getting channel number 5, going way down the list here. This is Athensandro, I think, and this is another gaming channel. Okay. Let's see what we have here. 143 subscribers for you. Another Fortnite channel. And right off the bat, I see this video here with 500 views. It's another listicle style one. Bit of controversy in it as well. And top 5 scamming methods. Just be aware that if you're showing people that, you don't want to really bring the game into disrepute or anything, because ultimately all of these gaming channels and things, I've actually seen this where I think because Fortnite technically owns all of the copyrights to all of the stuff that everybody's playing, if you're showing how to steal things or scam or whatever, they can just slap a copyright strike on your channel because you're using their content, and it can really damage you. But that's just a warning in case you're kind of doing that. Because another one here, best scams. Be really careful with this scamming stuff, because if you're actually teaching people how to circumvent a way a game works, it is against YouTube terms of service, so you might fall into a little bit of trouble there. So yeah, you're going to get the views from it, but you could end up getting your channel terminated as well. With that warning being said, Dan, anything else to pick out here?
I was going to add, like in some games, they'll actually, if they find you doing that, they will figure out what account is yours in the game and ban you from that as well.
And ban you from the game as well, yeah.
So you just got to be super careful doing stuff like that. But other than that, I'm just seeing a lot of similar things we've seen today. Red text in the thumbnail, that's a big no-no. Some thumbnails better than others. There are some that just kind of wash out a little bit. There's nothing too appealing about them. Like doesn't feel like a lot of reason to click. And I am seeing once again the all caps impactful, like, oh my goodness, this thing happened in this game. That works for the big dogs, and it's easy for them because they have hundreds of thousands of subscribers already. They already have that connection with the audience, where they are, like Rob said earlier with another channel, they're the niche of the channel. They are the niche. You have to earn that over time. So the more value you can bring, top 5 scamming methods, that brought value to some people. You have a bunch of views on that. You need to do more stuff like that, and you will grow that audience over time.
So what you're saying is that capitalized titles work for Roman Reigns?
I'm saying that, I don't know if all caps has anything to do with it or not. I'm saying that if your title is something really small and simple, and you think, well, it worked for PewDiePie, of course it worked for PewDiePie. He's PewDiePie.
I just asked that because I was checking if Travis was paying attention, because he said capitalized titles works for the big dogs.
I got that.
Yeah, that's a wrestling reference. I don't think anyone got that.
Right over my head.
All right, another gaming channel, and this one has some success.
Oh, wow.
We're up to nearly 30,000 subscribers for you. Well done.
Here we go.
It is a Roblox channel, I believe.
12-hour live stream.
No, there's some Fortnite stuff in here as well. All right, and it's live streaming. So I'm wondering if this is a successful streamer who's taking their content onto YouTube, perhaps. I could be wrong. I'm just trying to, I guess, analyze the channel with the information that we have here. All live streaming stuff going on.
For a live streaming channel on YouTube, I would imagine if I ever go to look up a Roblox live stream, this will be one of the first ones that comes up if they're live.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they're dominant in the YouTube streaming space.
Yeah, so they have a few videos on demand, but it's mostly live streaming stuff. And yeah, what can we make out of this? New Golden Monkey update. So even though they're still taking the strategy of tutorials and new stuff happening on the games and turning them into live streams, which if they work, can get lots of views. I mean, this one here, Adopt Me Monkey and Circus update, 116,000 views. So this has just blown up for the channel. So you probably just got a lot of growth in the last 24 hours. In that case, is there any way you can double down on this? I don't know if it's taking the best moments from this live stream or doing like a live stream which answers the Q&As from all of the questions you got. But I think certainly if you can get content out on this as soon as possible, you're going to see more growth on your channel. I mean, well done for that successful live stream. Yeah, 100,000 views on an 11-hour live stream. That is some commitment.
In 6 hours, that's great. Well, but even so, that's crazy.
Yeah.
6 hours ago it ended. Yeah. And you could now take that topic and make a 5-minute video about the update itself. Just a quick, like, how to get into this update, you know?
Yeah, you're probably in the monkey and circus update or whatever the update is. You're probably entrenched in that search. Let's do a search. How am I going to search for this?
Roblox monkey update.
Yeah, Roblox monkey
or circus update.
I don't think that's something I've ever searched for on Roblox, but there you go.
New monkey update. So it's definitely a trending topic.
Yeah.
Maybe circus update is the more.
So is it circus update? Yeah, let's try circus update. So is it you get the monkey is now available in circus? Monkey pets.
So there's definitely a need for shorter videos that go over the update itself.
Yeah.
And, there it is.
Oh, there we are. Yeah. So well up there. Well done on that. Yeah, just see if you can get some more circus updates about monkeys in Roblox.
Why are you talking about monkeys? I don't understand what's going on here.
Hello, Savage.
When do you talk about monkeys all the time? Hold on for a second. I need to drink the tears of the people who don't get audited. Hold on one second. Tasty. All right. Let's move along.
I'll be quite sweaty and salty as well at the same time. All right. So the next channel is 204. All right. I'm not going to forget to go back to sharing screen. I just wanted to get Savage fully on screen there to show him drinking the tears of those who don't get audited. Right. We've already audited that channel. Let's run the machine again. 40 is going to be the channel we get. Oh, audited 2 months ago. Okay.
Have they done better? That's the question.
Have you made any changes? Yeah, let's take a look here. Liga Gaming. I don't remember this channel.
I don't remember this
either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember. I like the banner a lot. I remember that.
So hardcore Redstone guides here.
Yeah. And we talked about this earlier too. Redstone guides always in demand in Minecraft. The video from a week ago did really well for you.
Really nice. Pig step. I don't know. A pig's a thing in Minecraft right now?
Yeah, the piglings. They were just added.
Oh, right. Okay.
Piglings. But this channel was doing a lot of cool stuff. They were covering updates. They were covering redstone tutorials. And it looks like this one's a little more creative. But I feel like nothing's really changed from when we first saw it, other than just there's a video from a week ago with over 1,000 views. So congrats on that.
I think they're continuing to do all of the right things, and the view counts look as if they're edging upwards. I mean, a month ago, we were in the 300s, 100s, 200s. Now, just in the last couple of weeks, we're up to 300, 400, 1,000. So I think something is going right there. So just keep doing what you're doing. I like the text, the epic big text. That seems to work for me. So good stuff. What about you, Savage? Anything else?
I think the question is, did they move out of their mom's basement since we last talked to them? That's really important to know.
Bit of a personal question there. I'm not sure we can answer that one. All right, this looks really interesting here. We might want to get rid of Savage for a second and bring in Travis. Graceful Beast, the channel's about ballet, 14,000 subscribers. I'm prepared to be wowed by this one. What have we got? Here we go. All right, so let's see.
Oh, that's very nice. I mean, in 1 week, 12,000 views with a 14,000 sub channel is really good. 3 weeks ago, 219,000.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. They seem to be doing what they need to be doing pretty well. I think some of the thumbnails could be a little bit more spectacular, but in general, what they're doing is working.
My guess is then this must be, and apologies for not being a fanatic of a ballerina universe, but I assume this person must be maybe is it Sergey Paluni is well known.
Maybe.
Maybe you've got like exclusive access to a lot of their content because that seems to be doing quite well. What is it in about section? Because what I'm confused a little bit with is, just going back to their videos, are these recordings of live performances that you've got, or is it like a professional? Because some of it looks as if it's from professional content, and whereas others it looks a little bit more homemade in terms of what I can see there. So just going to the about section. Let's been in your life for 50 years. You have no plans to retire, but so you were given a challenge in life recently. Wow. So you've got. Okay, so you do cover this person as one of your favorite subjects. So there's a story to be told here as well in your content, but it doesn't look as if you're necessarily covering that too much. It feels like it's just one of these niche areas that's like they've really honed into their audience and they're doing really well. I think what we generally recommend is just fixing up the thumbnails. For example, this is an example of a pretty bad thumbnail because the people are too far out. We're not really seeing enough of the action there, whereas that thumbnail is fantastic because it shows somebody in the middle of one of the moves. It adds impact and it makes it dramatic. So yeah, just fixing the thumbnails would be something I would suggest. Anything?
They're getting incredibly consistent views for a channel this size. You don't normally average this many views. They're doing well. I think it's because very likely this topic is underserved, which means there's not a lot of videos about it, which means when someone is looking for something, they find this video. Yeah,
let's do a quick search here. I'm wondering if some of this stuff is hosted off of YouTube as well. I just noticed that the... have I spelled that right? No, I haven't. Let's get this spelled right. Let's see how many of your videos come up. Okay, so there's quite a bit of stuff out there, but that's one of yours. That's one of yours. So yeah, you're clearly the leader in this space to a certain extent with your content. Yeah, and I think that's you. When it says top creative, that means that you have the most videos in the top of the search rankings. Maybe not at the very top, but certainly doing quite well there. So we're thinking here, improve the thumbnails is probably the biggest thing, just to make sure that you're getting the most clicks. Because going forward again to the search topics, like which ones are you more likely to click on of these? Like that's a good one. That's a fantastic. I mean, that is a brilliant thumbnail, and I think that's from you as well. But there are others where they're just not as attractive to click on. Can we think of anything else here, or are we?
No, I think that's good.
Yeah, I think Pam. But congratulations on the success of your channel there. And Travis, thanks for just dipping in there. If you want to exit, you can do stage left. Forgive the pun, and we'll get back to Sims 4 channels. Here,
hey,
see if we've got another
our
Sims 4
second
channel.
one.
All right, what have we got here?
Eco Life update coming soon.
Ruby game.
Ruby.
Okay.
So wait, you're telling me people will simulate life because theirs isn't interesting enough?
I think they do. Yeah, very, very popular actually.
That's really terrible.
So the distinct difference in this content versus the stuff we saw earlier, and they were targeting they were running on a whole different like area of the Sims niche. But one difference I'm seeing right away is that these thumbnails already appear a bit busier. The ones that stand out the most to me are like the family house one, and you just have a picture of the house.
Yeah.
Whenever you have an interior, and this is no fault of your own, really, whenever you have an interior, it just naturally is going to look busier because interiors have furniture and artwork and all kinds of stuff, and your eye is drawn kind of all over the place. The latest thumbnail, that restaurant, I would have taken that picture at an angle, and I would have maybe done away with the text completely or just made it not obstruct, because you made the text the same color as the building and it's washing everything away. So I guess in short, thumbnails could use a bit of workshopping.
Given the last 5 videos here look as if they're almost identical in content, that they're speed builds with this no CC, whatever that means. You want to look at that earlier channel that we looked at the very beginning of I think it was in the first half of our live streams. What was the channel called? Something like Safaria Gaming or something.
Yeah.
Just go back to an earlier part of the live stream and see all of the good things we talked about there. And you're just gonna have to commit and stick to it like that other channel has.
I'd like to shout out all the Savage students in the chat. I see a lot of Savage students. By the way, most of your checks have bounced. I'm gonna need you to take a photocopy of your credit card and send it to me immediately. And by the way, here's a Savage fact for you. This is for my Savage students. Did you know Hawaiian pizza was invented by a Greek man in Canada?
Wow. So there's nothing Hawaiian about it.
Think about that. That's a lot.
All right. Thank you, Savage, for that. We are now looking at J Faddy, and they are looking at FIFA cards and upgrades, I think. Plenty of these channels are already about on YouTube down out there, so how does this channel differentiate itself? I think cleaning up the thumbnails is probably going to be their first thing to do, because they're a little bit... I mean, I can see where the channel's going with custom thumbnails, but I haven't quite nailed the importance of what should be in a thumbnail.
Rob, who is Jay and why are you calling him fat? I don't understand.
Jeff Faddy. Yeah,
oh,
Jeff Faddy.
Oh! I thought you were saying some guy named Jay was fat. I didn't know.
I certainly did not know.
Okay, all right.
Stop accusing me.
Sorry. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, Dan. So Dan, what are you reckoning here?
There is okay. So in the latest video versus the video opposite end of the page, I think like stuff like this, when you have these card unboxings or whatever they would be called in these types of games, people always like to put 3 on the screen for some reason, and I don't get it myself. But if you just put 1 and then you all excited, I think that worked a lot better for that video on the far end, 82 plus upgrade packs. And it's you, oh my gosh, and there's 1 card. It's a lot more visually appealing than the one that's a lot busier with you tiny in the corner with the timestamp hiding you, and then 3 unrevealed cards. So when we're talking about thumbnails, I would work on stuff like that first and foremost. And then I'm not sure when it comes to your titles, what the strategy is.
Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point.
Yeah, there's no Premier League TOTS, I guess. I guess that's a search term that's probably popular in Premier League. But whatever the main search term is for these videos that look at these different cards, I would try and focus on what those channels are doing and mimic that a little bit more, because these titles feels like you're trying a lot of stuff. And as a new YouTuber, that's always good to do. But by now, I think maybe you'll be able to look into your analytics and decide what's done better in terms of your titling structure and start to follow that pattern a little bit more.
Jeff,
I got one more savage fact for my savage students. I know we don't have a whole bunch of time left, so I need to get this in there. Wild boars wash their food. Did you know this?
Real wild boars. All I remember wild boars from is Asterix and Obelix. Does that exist in the US? Did you ever watch that cartoon?
What is it?
No, Asterix and Obelix. Oh, it was a cartoon where they drunk magic potion and it made them really powerful, but that must be like a UK/European.
It's got to be, because in America they don't let people do drugs and make cartoons. I'm sorry, in America we got to be sober when we're making cartoons for kids. I don't know what's going on over there in the UK.
When I was anyway, Jay Faddy, what I want to say, in your first month to hit 50 subscribers is an achievement in itself, and the fact that each video is getting like 20 views or more is also good as well, so do make sure to keep that up. I need to do a little bit of housekeeping in the super chats here to make sure that we mention the following people who've given us super chats. There's quite a few actually, so thank you McRed Panda, you were explaining about moderators earlier on. Prime Raj 40 euros. Your message was deleted by one of our moderators, so I don't know if you were asking for a channel audit there. But thank you for this super chat anyway. Maybe moderators in the future not necessarily deleting them, and we could just explain why we can't audit a channel. Fire Gaming with 99 Canadian cents there. Liger Gaming with 10 Australian dollars there. I think we just audited your channel again. Blade Drummer, I love it as a channel name, but we don't pick channels based on super chats, but thank you for the £2. Bible Breakout, what is this for? Channel audits. If you submit your channel, we will audit it if we can. So yeah, you won't get reviewed based on the super chats, and he kind of going through your own figuring out all of this through.
It appears that he's learned something about spending money. I think we all.
Yeah. And thank you for that final what are they called, super sticky there. We do appreciate that. Have we got time to savage anyone? Savage.
If someone really absolutely wants it, I'll give maybe 2.
All right. So yeah, we need to get the message chat up here. So if you do like hashtag savages, then maybe Savage will pick one of these.
Here we go.
But just before, here they all come. Yeah, right. All right. Savage students everywhere, apparently. By the way, if you are interested in the Savage school, here's a quick promo of what you can get.
I would subscribe to your channel just to unsubscribe from your channel. Why in the world did you get into YouTube? Your videos are terrible, your editing is trash, your thumbnails are absolutely horrendous, and your titles are boring. You should never make a video ever again. So what am I gonna do? Take your money. Hopefully, before you came to me, you know a little bit about YouTube. Because personally, I'm on Instagram. I'll look at your thumbnails, your titles, and your descriptions. And then that's it. I'm just going to look at them. I'm not going to do anything with them. Someone needs to tell Rob that I'm redoing these shirts. Eat, sleep, savage, repeat. The one thing that I don't want to do is hear all your complaints about YouTube. No one cares. I just want you to know, no one cares. Your videos are so bad, I use them when I'm constipated. Some of you maybe have never made a YouTube video before. You're struck by fear. Well, get out of here. You should have figured that out before you came to me. If you're in a funk, I'm going to get you a staunch.
Hashtag no one cares, apparently, according to Savage. Yeah, Savage, you have broken our chat, so thank you very much for that. So we'll pick one of your students here. Yeah, let's
Who's the Savage student that needs to be learned?
Oh, I've forgotten that YouTube now no longer allows me to go to a
right.
channel.
Please don't block people like you constantly do.
Okay, I think, is it Abs Gaming? Have we got that one right? No, at least
channel. That's good. Let me go ahead and savageize this.
The channel logo is different, so it's not actually that channel.
We don't want to do that.
That's the first bit of advice, then, I guess.
Yeah. I think it's that one. Let me just check. Oh no! What? Oh, it's like a purple. There it is. I found him. All right, here we go. This is Ab's channel.
Well, first of all, look at that banner. It has nothing to do with gaming. You know what's funny about that banner? Yeah. That's where I want to jump into when I look at your channel. I really just want to jump into those clouds and hope I never come back, because I've never seen a channel look like this before. It's they started 4 months ago, and they play a bunch of different games that I don't care about, which is great, because that means I definitely don't have to spend any more time on this channel. That's awesome. And look, 39 people, which are obviously all family members, have subscribed to this channel. No, thank you. I will move on.
I'm just going to channel my inner Savage here for a second.
It's a big family.
No one cares.
No one cares.
No one cares. All right, that is a t-shirt in the making. All right, let's pick another student to Savage here, and we're going to go with Masky. This one. Let's have a look here.
Well, I need to get a Masky to go outside and do anything anymore. It's crazy.
Is that the right thumbnail? Oh, YouTube, you've made my life hell here. Right.
I don't understand why they did this. It seems like they did something savage for no reason.
It's to stop sub for subs, apparently. And that was
just
driving people mad. Anyway, let's savage this channel. Masky, what are we looking at
Masky.
here?
All right, I don't see no masks. I see some pigs, which is great. Peppa Pig. I know about Peppa Pig because I make sure that I block it on all my social medias and everything. I don't want to see that no more. Look around here. Let me see. A lot of live streams. I bet you no one shows up to them, and that's okay. That's okay. You can talk to yourself in the live stream. It's fine. It's fine.
We used to when we first did these channel audits.
Look, 4-minute live stream. Why did you bother? Why did you get out of bed that day? Why did you do a 4-minute live stream? I'm trying to understand why you wasted all the powers that YouTube has to do a 4-minute live stream. This ain't TikTok. You need to get all the tick and the talk.
Valid.
Get out of here.
Point. Well said, sir.
All right, one more, and then we'll get out of here.
One more student is ready to be savaged. I feel here, and we're going to
$29.95, by the way. Make sure you send it accordingly.
We're going to go with Sports Wiz here. Let's see what the channel is. Is that the right one? Yes, it is. So Sports Wiz, they've got over 500 subscribers, so it's a great start.
This is great. Now, I love basketball. Yep. They're playing basketball. Geniuses to the Raptors. Look at them arrows. I love it. Looking good. Look like he took a pencil and made these thumbnails by hand. I'm gonna tell you something. I mean, I don't know which way to look. All the arrows got me looking like it's a Google Maps. What's going on in here? I'm trying to take a left turn at the Knicks Stadium. Look, let me explain something to you. Basketball is really a great sport. They got a great documentary going on right now.
Oh yeah, The Last Dance. I'm really enjoying it, and I hate basketball. Brilliant.
By the way, I haven't seen it yet because I don't have ESPN. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna get it somewhere. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna watch the whole thing. But if I'm honest about this channel, I would never watch it. I'm just going to be honest with it. It's a savage thing. I'm not going to ever watch it. I'm just going to tell you. I love basketball, but I've never watched this channel. I'm sorry about that.
Well, Sports Wiz, we would, and I actually think the arrows are okay.
No, they're fine. They're fine. I just didn't know where to turn left at Ginobili Street or something. I don't know what
the thumbnails are a little busy. All right. Thank you, Savage, as always. We really appreciate your inputs. You transform us every single week. What I'm going to say about all of these tweets, by the way, thank you very much for sending the tweets. And we really do appreciate them. We need to go through more of these. Wow, where's this one come from? What? I don't even remember that picture. Where's that? Oh, wow.
You take a picture with someone at a convention or something?
Yeah, it looks to be. Anyway, I love all of these. What I would ask you to do is put your name, your tweet handle on some of these pictures, because I'm going to continue to do memes of a week every single week. And so if you do want to see your tweet and like have it you mentioned, then make sure to include it. And yeah, we there's so many here that we just haven't looked at, and like I need to find a better. We need to do like a meme only special where we just audit channels from there, because the amount of effort some of you are putting in there, like this one is a fantastic one, and I think we've already audited that channel, so I mean that one is brilliant.
It's really good.
Just always thank you for all of your submissions, but we only have enough time in a day to audit so many channels, so this is where we're going to say goodbye again this week. We really hope that you found a lot of this valuable, even if your channel wasn't audited, because I think we've gone through a table tennis Lego animation channel.
That was amazing.
What else have we gone through here? A world-renowned ballerina, I think, was one of the channels we looked at this week. Like a gaming channel that's just recently gone big with monkeys and circus updates. So there's all sorts of wonderful stuff that's happening with vidIQ this week. So Dan, let's remind ourselves of the Discord channel.
Yes, vidIQ.com/Discord. And again, if you are a moderator here, first of all, thank you so much. And we would like to have you in the Discord. Let us know, hey, I'm a moderator at Dan. Link your YouTube channel there. Let us know that that's why you're doing it, so a moderator doesn't ban you for self-promotion. And we will get you added to the moderator list in Discord. And we have something very special for our moderators in Discord very soon. So please do that as soon as you can. And sometime tomorrow, I'll start going through those and getting everybody ranked up.
We are also available on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook, including our private little creators group that we have also on Facebook. So do check all of that stuff out. And I'm going to let Travis do some shout-outs now.
All right, Earl E. Bird. Oh, I like that. Earl E. Bird. That's nice.
Nice.
Maski is what we said in there. Of course, all the amazing mods: Apple O, MC McPanda, Octorius, Zenza, John O 2210. We got Medina. I know Magdalene Helen was in there. A lot of people were in there. We appreciate you for all the things you do.
Over to you, Dan. The spotlight is ready to shine.
Okay. Vex, Stressful Pigeon. Stressful Pigeon. Emmy's Games. Some channel in another language I can't pronounce. Shamir Plays. WJHF. Miko Animated. And one more. I'll do one more. Stop typing. One more. Yo-Yo C.
I was trying to search for Stressful Pigeon as a channel, but I can't find it. Let's go. Let's try it again. Was that them?
I think that was them.
Yeah. So I've not got this on screen, but yeah, what a fantastic channel name, Stressful Pigeon. Minecraft channel. There you go. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here. Let's read out some channel names. Let's go back to me, and I'm going to say thank you to the following people for spending a couple of hours with us. That is Viral Side Hustle, Windows 95 for the win. That is a brilliant channel name. What else have we got? Jack Life 80, Matt from Wii Sports, GGH30, Louis07. I just want to say Windows 95 for the win. If you can somehow get hold of me, we want to audit your channel next week because that is a fantastic username. Time is the most important currency on YouTube, and you just spent some of that with us. We hope you found it valuable. If you did, then make sure to share that time with your audience in a very valuable way. If you find this live stream useful, give us a thumbs up, share it with other video creators, and we will wave awkwardly for a few seconds. Travis, you're on screen, so wave awkwardly, and we'll go into the outro that looks a little bit like this. Thank you for the extra watch time by watching another minute's worth of outro.